What's up, suckers? Hope everyone's having a lovely day as always. Man, we're doing swell on this fabulous day today. Yes, sir. So, goal today, bro. We're gonna try to beat this Beacon Pines real quick. This junk surprised me, bro, by how good it is, man. Like, it is, it is such a good time. But yeah, man, after we beat this game, we're gonna start up a short little 2-hour game. It's called EXO 1. If we have time, that is, which I imagine we will. But yeah, I'm not in any rush to beat this game, so we'll just go with the flow, you know? Let me turn off this comfy music. Let's go. So today's the day of the festival. We found out our gran is not our gran. And we fell asleep after eating her jam, so let's go. Wait. What was our objective? Okay, we already went to sleep. So I guess we gotta go to the festival? Perhaps? Oh, the goats? Where have you been? Gran put something in the jam. Yeah, we know. Secret messages for secret conspirators. Not this one. The one intended for Mr. Nuncreed. Put me to sleep. Whoa, ho, ho. Sly devil. Hey, hold on. Hey, gimme. I think she's trying to remove him from the equation, which makes sense because, you know, he had on that hazmat suit. So, hey, hold on. He might be in danger. Have you found anything? You looked around but haven't seen anything odd. Your gran is nowhere to be found. But Mr. Nuncreed is just loafing around waiting for the speech. What speech? Mayor Gus just got up to the podium. Everyone is gathering at the stage. Let's get moving. Okay. Let's go. Hold up.
Augustus Valentine nervously wiped his brow.
Is this thing... Hello, Beacon Pines. I'm Augustus Valentine, your mayor. So this is the dude that was talking to our gran. I suppose you already know that. Oh yes, before we get started, I just wanted to take a moment to recognize someone who couldn't be here today. Mr. Reading Wrong 321 back on Furry Pines. Nah, you ain't going nowhere, Brother Ollie. Nowhere, buddy. Thoughts? Yeah, what's going on, Chief? Hope you're doing well today, brother. This town wouldn't be where it is today without my father, Sharper Valentine. So I thought we could begin with a round of applause befitting such a great man. Even that's more than the old codger deserved.
His throat and awkwardly loosened his tie.
Oh, right. Where was I?
Bounded on the stage with the energy of a preacher at a big tent revival.
Gus Valentine, everyone.
Gus a hearty slap on the back and motioned him off the stage.
Right. Let's hear it for our mayor, the goats. The goat. What a great turnout. Oh heck, I didn't prepare anything. So that's the bad guy. Freak that individual. Freak him. I suppose I could say a few words. Would be ashamed to waste such a beautiful
Mr. Kerr
podium.
pulled a thick stack of note cards out from his vest.
Community, conviction, commitment. These are the things we celebrate at Perennial Harvest. For us, these are the pillars of the bridge to a better tomorrow. But I think it's time to add a new pillar. Change. Change is a powerful thing. It's inexorable, unavoidable, and undeniable. And I am dadgum thankful for it. Change is the reason we're all together today. Is my fan on? Let me turn my fan off, bro. It's getting a little cold in here. Hold up. It's hard for me to believe that it was only 4 years ago when fate brought me here. A simple business trip which brought me to a small town, which would change my life forever, by the way.
To survey the crowd.
You know what?
Wiped away a single tear.
Right. From the second I set foot in Beacon Pines, something about this place has held me captive. You see, change represents opportunity. It represents potential. It was change that helped me recognize the potential of this place. To see that the people of this town, despite suffering great loss, still held on to the things that made them special?
Thumped the podium to emphasize each word.
community, conviction, commitment,
He nodded
change.
confidently, biting his lip,
Right.
silent in rapt attention.
This dude is weird, man. Fate made a perfect match that day. Nothing is more important to you all than community. And Perennial Harvest as a community first and foremost.
Methodically made eye contact with each section of the crowd.
Right. The only way you've made it through the foul harvest was an unshakable conviction. A conviction that a better tomorrow was just over the horizon. Perennial Harvest was founded on the conviction that we are that horizon. This festival is a symbol of our commitment to each other.
Voice began to build to a crescendo.
We now walk hand in hand into a future we will shape together. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice, by the way. I am tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? Just imagine what we can accomplish. Hey, yo. What was
The
that?
crowd began to look around nervously.
You know, the same day, the festival day was the same day that me and Rolo got frozen over. So I wonder if the same thing is going to happen in this timeline. Don't worry, a little thunder isn't going to ruin this date. Everyone remain
Mr. Kerr
calm.
quickly flicked through his note cards.
Where was I? Through all of my travels, I have learned one true thing. One always reaps what they sow. We have all planted a lot of good in this town, and so it is with a happy heart that I can
He raised
proclaim
his hands up to the heavens.
our harvest awaits. Yo, so it did happen again. Man.
A merciless wall of impossibly cold air ripped through the crowd, instantly freezing everyone and everything it touched.
That's bullshit.
For a man like William Kerr, this was a fitting way for things to end. On a stage, with an entire town frozen in rapt attention for the rest of time.
Bullshit.
The end.
Nah. Nah.
Nice again! Whenever I think we're getting close, it comes along and ruins everything! Maybe we should just quit? Maybe you should just close the book, walk away, and never think of me again. No, I don't mean that.
No, we're good, bro. We're trying to see the true ending, by the
Just
way.
need to try again. Please.
Sly. So the only change is Sly. So instead of being hard and chill, we can be Sly this time. At the hostile interrogation, back when we were doing the classic good cop stuff. Yo, we could actually do chill as well, though. That's a whole different one. Let's do chill this time, just to see.
Run the classic good cop, chill cop interrogation.
Okay. Yo, what's up, Shadow Broker? What's up, Ryder? It's Spartan. Oh, it's Spartan. You lost your other. Yo, man, I'm sorry to hear that, Chief. Wait, are you the? There's two Spartans. I just want to make sure I'm talking to the right one. Is it the regular Spartan? Spartan. Oh, okay, Spartan Legion. Gotcha. I thought so, but I just wanted to make sure. Yo, what's going on though, fam? How you doing? Hope you've been doing well. Is that the Shadow Steve? The a Napcon? A nap? Shadow Steve, don't sleep on this game, buddy. Cause actually, Hikey. It looks weird as hell and looks trash. I know, but listen, if you give it a chance, telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Listen. The Sonic Fox Pie? Is that the SP? The ESSPEE? What's going on, brother? How you doing today? Furry Pines problem? You playing Deathloop after this? No. I was going to, but it's 16 and a half hours, so I'm taking, I'm pushing it back a little bit, but it will be soon. I got kicked out, and now I'm back in North Carolina. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. How's North Carolina been treating you? Has it been better, at least? What game is next? Ya mama, buddy. Ya mama. Nah, last night, I went through all of my stuff for games to beat. How long to beat? And so this is the list that I have currently. I think that goes all the way. Hold on. This is like the 2 pages worth. So I got quite a few. The next one is a game that's leaving Game Pass. It's called XO1, 2 hours. I'll beat this game. I'll beat XO1, 2 hours. And then tomorrow I'm thinking Midnight Fight Express or Bramble. There's a couple of games on here that I'm not going to play immediately, like Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands, 26 hours. My Time at Portia, 68 hours. Good joke, buddy. But stuff like Outer Worlds, Unravel, Dead Cells, Tunic, Alice Games, playing Gears still. So, yes, sir. North Carolina sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that, Chief. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Well, I hope things get better. This sucker's organized. You already know. And more Game Pass fodder. Gotcha. You call it Game Pass fodder. I call it greatness. Thoughts? This mid-pass brainwashing must be. Cap. Gears, like you said that was next. I said that's the next series. I didn't say when, buddy. I said soon. I'm getting through all the shorter games first, and then we're gonna get to Gears and Call of Juarez. Don't worry. I'm going through a couple Game Pass games, and then we'll tackle those 2 series, and I'll do a couple other Game Pass games, and then I'll go through the requests. Simple. I'll handle this. Just gotta play it cool.
Luca walked calmly to the light switch, flicking it off and on a few times.
Rejoin the Sony Pony Squad? Nah.
Shook his head, gathering his wits.
And spend $70 per game? Good joke, buddy. Golly, I sure got my bell rung.
To find Luca, who returned a calming grin.
Sorry, Mr. Tolliver. This was all a big mistake. Luca, what's going on here? Why do you have me strapped down? No one's fault, really. Rolo just got a little startled. Rolo's here.
Beck emerged from hiding to give a timid wave.
Well, alright. Mistakes happen. You kids gave old Haram a good scare. Let's just get me out of these ropes and call it even.
Glanced over to Rolo and Beck, who replied with skeptical looks.
$70 for quality, by the way. Think so? Think so, buddy? Mr. Tolliver, why are you in my grand's basement?
Another day when Ryder plays the game for furries. Crazy.
Yes, I'm telling you, bro, don't sleep on this game. It is actually really good. If you can look past the whole furry design stuff, the story? Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Yo, appreciate the bits, brother. Yes, hope you had a good day, brother. I'm here to help, of course. Help with what? Don't worry, though. I'm almost done with this game. I'm pretty sure we just got a few more hours. What's my gran up to? If you'll just cut me loose, I can show you. How do I know we can trust you?
Tolliver exhaled with disappointment.
Luca, have I ever done wrong by you? No. And since your gran moved to town, haven't I been nothing but welcoming? Yeah, gran, sure. So why would I turn my back on your family now? It's just, all this stuff seems pretty weird. A board with names of people from town? An archive of my dad's old disturbing patient notes?
To the corner.
Annabelle? Man, you don't even know what you're talking about. Sucker, you need to switch to Threads, buddy. I think Twitter's getting to be too much for you. Thoughts? And Halo? Freak Halo.
Somebody was trying to steal my PS5, so I yelled help, and thankfully somebody helped me and got me my PS5 back. Then later that same day, somebody stole my Xbox Series.
This guy.
It's okay, I can get a new Dust Collector. Writer 6 Intellect.
Shadow Steve. Never change, buddy. Don't do it. Don't ever change. This guy. Yo, appreciate the bits for the Shadow Steve. Also, at 69. Hey, hold on. A winky face. This man is so wholesome.
Writer 6 Heart.
This man, yo, thank you so much for the Shadow Steve. Much love, TT, brother. That's Writer 6 Heart, TT, brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. AES tomorrow at 6 a.m. Yo, Beacon, bro, I'm telling you guys, man, he changes, he flips and he flip-flops like it's nothing. Thoughts, AES? That's funny. Okay, so I can explain everything. You just need to untie me. You kids deserve an explanation.
To Rolo and Beck. This time they shrugged. Luca began to slowly loosen the bindings.
Okay.
Mr. Tolliver gently rubbed his wrists.
Pause. That's a good lad. This will all make sense in time.
Imperceptibly toward the stairs as he spoke.
Dude, he's gonna lock us in. You see, this town has secrets, Luca. A very dark
Before
past.
the kids had even noticed his movement, Mr. Tolliver was at the light switch.
A past that must be brought to...
Completed his final words by flicking the switch and rushing up the stairs.
Bruh. Light! Man, son of a...
Started to the wall and turned back on the lights.
No, he didn't do that, Gaspanic. But he's a sly dog, bro. I found out yesterday that my grandma might not even be my grandma because I found her obituary in the freaking library. So I'm like, is my gran even my real granny right now? Or is she a doppelganger, like the dreams I've been having recently?
It was too late. Rollo confirmed what they all heard.
He just locked us down here.
Mr. Tolliver's muffled voice came from behind the door.
I wasn't lying, you know. This is for your own good. Also, hope you're having a good day, Brother Gaspin. I can't remember if I said that. Hope everyone's having a good day today. What's up to y'all, fam? This is for your own good. You kids just keep tight down here and let the adults
They
handle
looked
this.
bewildered at each other.
And she played a Doki Doki. Tell him the fact this man is so invested in this game. I miss her. I miss her old writer. Pause. Truly, the less hell of a writer. You miss the old me, even though I am the old me, except with an Xbot. Xbot status. That's crazy. That's funny. Play it cool, huh? Not now, Beck. He did, Shadow Steve. Chapter
They
7.
heard the staccato thump of quick steps exiting the house.
Okay.
The kids looked down in resignation. This isn't how it goes in Hank Atomic. For some reason, they'd always assumed it was up to them to save their town. Luca opened his mouth, hoping to conjure some magical words to make this right. Only a hollow croak escaped. The end.
That's it?
Well, we certainly aren't going to find a grand resolution to our tale locked in a basement. To the
Man.
drawing board.
Okay, I have Sly. Let's try Sly. Why are you saying obituary like that? You're aggressive on that pronunciation. That's how you're supposed to say it, right? Obituary? Obituary? I don't know. I've always heard people say it like that, so I just kind of figured that's how you're supposed to pronounce it.
They'd run the class.
Maybe it's the,
Sly cop.
maybe that's the
interrogation.
country in me coming out.
Luca
I don't
and Willow
know.
ducked behind a barrel, leaving Beck to her task.
How do you say it?
With a few crisp snaps, she roused Mr. Tolliver.
This man putting the bit... Oh, bike too airy. What's going on here? You're that Modwell girl. Please, call me back. Sorry about all this.
Looked down and shifted a bit, testing his restraints.
It seems there's been a mix-up. You see, I'm down here for the same reason you are. Did Juniper sent you
Caught
here?
herself before letting the surprise manifest on her face.
Pause?
She'd already gotten him to reveal his relation to Gran. This was gonna be easy.
You know how Juniper is with her precautions. Operation Sparkplug has us all on edge. I guess she thought you needed some backup. But she sent a child. What better way to avoid prying eyes? Intellect. Who would suspect a kid? I suppose that makes
Mr. Tolliver
sense.
wriggled a bit in his restraints.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Beck quickly removed the ropes.
No, he's gonna run away! That had to be uncomfortable. A little, yeah. But you understand. We never know who to trust in this town. Look how they massacred my boy. Me after Ryder turned into an Xbox. Right. When they couldn't afford all dialogue except inner thoughts. Hey, that's the reason my lore reason is because it's a book. It's a reading book, you know? So the characters don't say anything, but we are the voice actors. A dimple. The thoughts? We never know who to trust in this
Tolliver
town.
rubbed the growing knot on his forehead.
See, she's a narrator, but we're the voice actors. Dimple. Very true. So it turns out we're both here to
Held her hand, as if to prompt Mr. Tolliver to finish her thought.
destroy the
Beck
evidence.
shook her head and clicked her tongue.
Evidence? The old gal is nothing if not
Mr.
thorough.
Tolliver let out an amused huff in agreement.
She sure is. Can't blame her, though. If anyone were to find out that we're going to destroy the stores, we both know how bad that might be. No one will know anything once I finish cleaning things up down
He was on
here.
a roll now, playing Mr. Tolliver like a fiddle.
You sure you can finish this up on your own? Juniper trusted me for a reason. You can leave the rest to me. Good, there's one more loose end I'll go work on. Loose end? It's nothing, really. The other day I had the radio on scan while restocking the candy shop, and wouldn't you know it, intercepted an odd phrase in a perennial harvest transmission. Underground secrets. They might be talking about those tunnels that they were talking about yesterday. That's ominous. I think it might be a password, but Juniper dismissed it. Or simply, Troy Baker was unavailable. Simple. That's true, guys. But hey, hold on. Fredo, you're my older brother and I love you, but don't ever take sides for anyone against the family again, ever. Need a writer turning Xbot. Right. What's the password for? We don't know. Man, I still gotta watch the third movie. I gotta finish that trilogy. So we have a password and nowhere to put it. It's gotta mean something, right? Good thinking. You should probably go work that out. I've got this under control. That's a relief. Between you and me, this basement gives me the willies. Hey,
Heading
hold
for the
on.
stairs, Mr. Tolliver hesitated and turned to Beck with a puzzled look. She grinned and gave him a peppy wave. With a shrug, he continued up the stairs, whistling a jaunty tune.
I've definitely heard it's skippable. It's like the epilogue of the series, but might as well. You guys catch that? Sure did. This whole time, Mr. Tolliver's had a candy shelf, but all he ever sells us is apples.
Beck blinked slowly in disappointment.
Bruh. What time is DSP stream? The password, Rolo. Well, sure, but once things are back to normal, I'll be having a word with Mr. Tolliver about that candy shelf. Fine. In the meantime, I've got an
She
idea.
turned to the table and began tearing small scraps of paper.
He said he heard a password on the radio. Any good spy transmission is never what it
Beck
seems.
marked each scrap of paper and leaned back.
We just need to find the hidden meaning. What's another word for underground? Buried, covered, tunnels. Could it be a cover-up? Maybe it's one of these things. Or maybe it's one of those each letter is a number thingies. So U would be 21, N would be 14, D would be 4. It's an anagram. Nun Creed's
Beck
drugstore.
looked at Rollo with amazement.
That was incredible, Rollo. Hey, hold on. It's either that or Crin's I almost said Crin's Nugs. Crin's Nude Rug Store. I think you were right the first time. How did you do that? What can I say? I love something. I guess we know where to go next. I think candy's what he's supposed to say. Investigate Nun Creed's drugstore. Okay. It's nighttime too. Tomorrow's the festival, so we gotta be quick. What are you doing out here? You scared me half to death. Sorry. You kids haven't seen Mr. Tolliver around, have you? Nope. He's got me waiting around like the last slice of pie. I swear that man will be late to his own funeral. DSP site? I know, right? Hey, hold on. Hold on. Hold up. What's going on down here? You're late, Augustus. Sorry, sister. Sister? Brother and sister? Was caught up with work. Work? You? I had a few more details to lock down for the festival. What do you have to report? What is this insipid town festival really about? I think
Looked around nervously.
Mr. Kerr really just wants to do something good for the town. He's actually a pretty nice guy. You should spend some time with him. I didn't pull strings installing you as mayor so that you could make friends. Your job is to help me figure out what Kerr and Perennial Harvest's true intentions are with this town. Steps, what are you doing, Steps? Boss, we have a responsibility. This is our father's town. Excuse me? This was our father's town. There's nothing better than this world than donating to a grown man to watch him blow bubbles and to put on a vest. Truly inspirational content. Alright guys, if we hit the $100 tip donation today, I will put on a pair of sunglasses and a vest, and I will grab my bubbles and what? Oh my goodness, bro. That's crazy. Doesn't AES do that? I thought AES. That's funny. I decided to forgive Ollie and accept him for who he Thoughts, Ollie? Thoughts, buddy? Father left us with nothing but problems. Mr. Kerr came here and offered to help us. We accepted that help. We didn't agree to them turning Father's warehouse into a toxic dumping ground. That is just a temporary arrangement. The glow can be seen from our damn backyard. They are dumping their nasty little secrets on us. When this all inevitably goes wrong, who do you think will be blamed?
Lisa's cry hung in the air.
AES DSP number one. Is that true, AES? That's funny. That's... You have a new choice to make now, sister. This town is going to change whether we like it or not. Are we going to choose to be a part of that future, or be forgotten in the past? It's a shame. Father named you Augustus, but you will always just be a Gus. Damn. I don't understand that, but that sounds like it hurts. Good night. Even he's hurt by it. Like, wow. I'll see you at breakfast tomorrow. Sheesh. It's getting late, children. I know. Let us live. Okay, we're off to the drugstore. That's that Solomon kid, isn't it?
Solomon stood proudly at the entrance
Sure
to the
is.
drugstore.
The Goat Beck. We got the Goat Beck and the Goat Rolo. Oblivion. Hey, hold on. Yeah, what's going on,
A
Chief?
brown bag overflowing with black liquor.
I hope you're having a good day. Hey, Solomon. We're looking for Mr. Nuncreed. Is he still in there? I'm afraid not. Then where'd you get the candy from? You might say we have an arrangement.
Solomon shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
Sometimes it's the small pleasures in life, though we might not always have family to rely on. Licorice has never let me down. I can't say licorice should be my first choice, but whatever floats your boat, buddy. You tell a lot about a person by their choice of confection, I guess. Rolo ain't no go, he deserved— Nah, cat. Cat. I like sour gobs. I'm certain you do. I always wondered why Mr. Nuncreed kept licorice in stock. You must eat enough of it to make it worthwhile. There's many ways to earn loyalty. For some, it's as easy as cold hard cash. Is he not gonna finish a sentence? Okay. He's right, it's locked. Well, bust it open. There's gotta be more clues. Okay, let's see. Have you ever seen anyone actually use this thing? Besides Mr. Nuncreed, no. That is where Nuncreed put us, and then we got pushed down into some tunnels. This must be it.
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
Bust open. Pause? Pause only? Pause? That is not a normal phone booth. And we got a problem, buddy? Did I stutter? It's got like a blinky keypad. Why would there be a blinky keypad?
I'm about to cup your ass if you don't get off this trash.
Trash? Man, you're playing games you've already played over and over again, buddy. I don't want to hear nothing from you. Thoughts? Thoughts, buddy? Yeah, appreciate the bits, brother. Hey, yes, appreciate you, Chief. I mean, underground secrets. Password.
Opened the door and they all squeezed in.
Not enough times, yes. Not enough. Thoughts? Let's see here.
Cracked his knuckles and entered the letters into the keypad.
Underground secrets. Tell him, Ollie, tell him. Sounds like that did something. Great, now what? I guess we...
The inside of the phone booth dropped loose from its shell.
Oh.
Without even the space to panic, they closed their eyes, held their breath, and accepted their fate.
Yo, this OST?
Only the chaotic descent slowed to an effortless landing. It was unclear where they ended up, but at least it was solid ground. The The air was stagnant.
I'd rather play older games than that Tinkerbell game and this furry Teletubbies game.
No, you think so, buddy. You need to expand your horizons, buddy. Thoughts? That's buddy. Yo, appreciate the bits, brother AES, appreciate you. I knew it! You knew that there was a secret hub full of strange tubes under the phone booth? Of course I did. Didn't I say that? Horizon? No, what about Horizon, Gaspin? Wait, what? Putt saves the zoo, clears this? Right. Yeah, tell him movies don't count. I definitely thought it. Luca, do you remember when I said how cool it would be if the trans-dimensional conduits from Hank Atomic issue number 12 were real? Rolo, at one point or another, you've said that about every technology ever discussed in Hank Atomic. That's why I'm such a good predictor. Right. It looks like each of these has something written on them. Mining Operations Alpha. So these must be the tunnels. You guys have mines? Not that I know of. This town is all farms and fertilizer, and a series of tubes. Excuse me. Paul always says you can only trust a miner up to the point when they hit gold. Not sure how that wisdom applies in this situation. That's the thing about Paul, you don't always realize what he means until it's too late. Perennial Harvest main office. That's where my mom works. What does she do? Science stuff. Is she involved? We just moved here. How could she be involved? Telltale Batman. See, don't tell me about it. Don't tell me about it. I haven't played it. I don't want to know nothing, buddy. Dimple. That's one of the only Telltale games I haven't played. I need to play their Back to the Future game now that I've watched the movies. I wonder if that's good. I feel my masculinity leaving me watching. Shadow Steve, you're just not used to goated games. You know, you gotta breathe it in, enjoy the moments, you know? Intellect. Right on its own. Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse. Isn't that where you almost got snatched? Why would Perennial Harvest have a tube going to the old Valentine place? This is starting to feel like something big. This suit has a broken mask. The broken mask which we destroyed. So have we found our mystery warehouse creeper? We've at least found their suit. If it walks like a Nuncreed and talks like a Nuncreed, let's not jump. Just saying. That might have been Nuncreed's suit, and that's a lot of buttons. This man, yes, that's your buddy. Thoughts? That's buddy. Stand aside, Earthlings. I've read enough Hank Atomic to know my way around sci-fi tech.
Hovered over the field of blinking buttons.
Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny. What did you do? Nothing. I didn't even mow yet. Then that means someone's coming. What was that? Where? There's nothing but weird tubes. Just get back.
Hey, all I'm saying is this. You know how DSP gives some games slack as long as he gets money? Writer gives more slack to games that are on Game Pass.
This man.
Tell me I'm right.
No, you capping, buddy. You capping. No, honestly, I probably do give some games slack because I don't spend actual money on them. If I spent money, then I'd be like more critical. But since it's on a service, it's not, you know, I can't give it too much crap, you know. Thoughts? That's pretty. Thoughts? But I also don't give games I did a 12-hour marathon on an 8 out of 10. Played it for 12 hours, went to sleep, woke up, played it for another 2 hours. I don't do that. Unlike a certain someone I know. Thoughts? That's brother. Yeah, appreciate the bits. Brother, appreciate you. It's why it's Game Pass fodder, this man. And tell him that's right. Shit. Awesome. You all need to come with me now. We aren't going anywhere with you. Not until we get some answers. Mr. Underground Secrets. I told them it was an absurd password, but they love anything that makes them feel clever. They who? That's no matter. If I can keep you hidden until after the festival, I might be able to save your skins. We don't care about our skins. Hold on now, I like my skin. This all stops now, Nuncreed.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
You sound just like him. Who? Walt. You don't get to talk about my dad. Yeah. Your father and I were friends back
He
before
gestured toward the strange tubes.
all of this. That's a lie. It's true, I used to bounce you on my knee. What? What happened? Same thing that always happens. Reality, complications in life. We were a team, Walt and I. An idealistic doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist, both half bent on helping folks. So you were his sidekick? No. We were partners. He helped the patients and I helped them. Total
Nuncreed
sidekick.
let out a growl of a sigh.
I need you to know this. I need someone to know this. One day Sharper Valentine comes at us, says he's got an opportunity. He'd found something he didn't quite understand, and he was willing to pay us both handsomely to help him understand it. And my dad said no. Your father and I both believed in helping people, but the thing I could never get him to understand was it's a lot easier to help others if you help yourself now and then. Classic sidekick in the villain plotline. Walt loved being righteous almost more than he loved his family. He was wrong about one thing, though. When he begged me not to take Valentine's offer, he said, Joseph, if a person says yes one time to Sharper Valentine, they'll make sure they keep on saying yes to him until the day he's dead and
Shook
gone.
his head wistfully.
Jesus. Sharper's long gone, but he's still got me saying yes. Yeah, is there a point to this? Not really. Just an old man trying to delay what needs
Nuncreed
doing.
took a menacing step towards the children.
Hey, yo. You have a good work, Brother SP? I try to keep you safe. I try to keep you and Juniper out of this, but you forced my
Luca
hand.
began to laugh.
You really don't know? My gran isn't out of this. She's been scheming right under your nose. Juniper seemed like she's planning on crashing the town's party. She's going to disrupt the festival? Why would
Color
she?
drained from Nuncreed's face.
How does she know? Apparently she knows a lot. What? Let's just say this isn't the only underground lair we've busted into today. And honestly, hers is way cooler. She's got maps and explosives and bad intentions, big man.
Grabbed Luca by the shoulders, his eyes.
Yo.
frantic.
You need to tell me what she's going to do right now. She doesn't understand what it is she's messing with. Tell me now! I don't know. She had a map with a mark on the fountain in town square. Why would she?
Jolt of realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
She knows about the source. The heck is the source? If she tries to destroy it, it could catalyze and... Dear God, she's gonna freeze us all. You all need to run. Run where? Away. As far away from this town as you can get. Head west and don't look back. That did not go how I expected. So, we're totally following him, right? Totally. See you on the other side. This man. He just said to get out of town and we're all just like, yeah, we'll be right behind you. You good? Yep. I love this town. This chick. Chapter 8?
Chapter 8.
Yo.
Cold, hard truth. Beck leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark. Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera, as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments. Her only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed, only to carom her gracefully along. She heard the tinny, distant echoes of Rollo's glee. Once she stopped fighting against it, the ride was impossibly smooth. Then, all of a sudden, as if
Oh no.
light blazed into view.
Yo, we're back at the source.
The air snapped
Don't-
across her face, and she was flung out into the cold.
Wow. I didn't expect there to be that right there. Hey, hold on. That was intense. Hey, yes, are you streaming tonight? Streets need to know. Yeah, I think I might have parted with some fluids in there. Pause? Any idea where we are? Somewhere cold. Doesn't look like it got on any of us. I didn't feel like we traveled that far. Not tonight. Yo. Man, you better go live tonight. Sick of you. Sick of you, but yeah, sounds good, Chief. Thank you for letting me know. Where did it all go? This place sucks. Why would anyone want to blow up something up out here? Only one way to find out. We gotta catch up to Nuncreed. I think he went this way. Alright. Wait, I wonder what would happen if we went this way and we went to our grave. Would anything happen? No, we don't even say anything this time. In this timeline, we don't even pay attention to that. Borderlands for kids, Batman's for kids. Man, Minecraft is not for kids. Minecraft, I would play as an adult all day, every day. There's a dude I follow on YouTube, and he got the VR headset to play Minecraft, and that literally helped fix his insomnia. He would just go to sleep in the game and just look up at the sky. Nah. This looks familiar, yeah? Maybe we can clear off that snow. No time, Nuncreed's getting away. Okay, it's starting to feel really familiar. I may not be the most well-versed in all things Beacon Pines, but this does look like some sort of frozen replica of town. I got it. It's so obvious now. Mr. Nuncreed is an alien. Rolo, stick with me here. A species can only live in sub-zero temperatures. Here we go. The source is their base camp dimension, so naturally they keep it cold. We found it by traveling through those metallic wormholes back there. The final objective, kill us all and shapeshift into a Beacon Pines citizen of their choosing. You never really had me. But you very much lost me there, yeah. We should keep moving. Let's go.
As they rounded the corner to the frozen town square, they spotted Mr. Nuncreed inching cautiously toward a pit at its center.
That's Juniper.
He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast in the wild. Upon closing the distance, Luca recognized what Nuncreed was after. Gran stood confidently at the edge, one arm outstretched over the abyss. Nearby, a wheelbarrow had been emptied out. She held a lit torch, which flickered in the bitter wind.
Juniper, I don't know what you're doing, but I assure you this is not going to solve anything. If you drop that, you've doomed this whole town. It wasn't me who doomed this town. I've been watching you, Joseph. I know what you've done. You and your co-conspirators. Hey, yo? Gran, what's happening? Luca, you and your friends need to leave right this moment.
Turned back toward the kids, desperation in his eyes.
Dude, so the whole time Nuncreed was actually kind of good? Listen to your grandma, Luca. This is between me and Juniper. No.
In awe, Luca approached closer. Mr. Nuncreed spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
You've got it all wrong, Juniper. Just hand over that torch. You don't understand what you're doing. How could I trust you to do the right thing? Walt told me everything. He trusted you, and you betrayed that trust. What if this whole time our grandma was actually our mom? Did you know that this man's entire life is a lie? If it weren't for him, your father might still be alive.
Winced with anguish.
Ooh.
His voice hardened.
That's not true.
They both now yelled, not to each other, but at fate itself, making their peace with long-held burdens. The wind howled with encouragement.
Walt was like a brother to me. We just had different ideas about how to affect change. Very convenient that your way just happened to line your pockets. That's not fair.
Each other, both catching their breath. The moment balanced on a knife's edge.
Chapter 9?
Blur of emotions and memories. Luca's mind flooded with questions. The wind calmed, as if to give him the stage.
Ooh, okay, so this is another time one. He began to weep, he began to hum. Ooh, I don't know. Let's go with weep. Yeah, we'll just go with this.
He began to weep. It was all just too much. Falling to his knees, Luca whimpered softly. The tears crystallized as they hit the snow. Gran stared at Luca for a moment with warm sympathy, remembering why this was all necessary.
This will all make sense soon, Luca. And everything can go back to normal, right?
She stiffened up and brandished the torch at Mr. Nuncreed.
Nah. You can't hide behind those people any longer, Joseph. Once their precious source is destroyed, we'll see where their loyalties fall. Juniper,
Ignoring
don't.
his final plea, Gran flung the torch into the deep darkness.
That's gonna completely freeze everything.
In relief, Mr. Nuncreed moaned in resignation. The torch echoed as it ricocheted down the hole, punctuated with a thunderous thud.
You see, Joseph, I've learned one very important lesson in life. You want things to change? Then you must be willing
Gran
to...
could finish. The ground shook her to silence.
Oliver, wake up, buddy. Thoughts? Thoughts? It's gonna freeze him. Damn.
Gran only had time to spin around and run to Luca. Her attempt to shield him, an honorable but trifling act. Unflinching love, pitted against an unthinking horror, there was no contest. Her warm embrace froze in an instant. That is where they remain, fixed in place, forever. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a town brought low by its secrets, sits the frozen statues of a misguided band of meddlers. The end.
Wow.
Well,
That's a pretty messed up ending. I mean, if that was the ending, though, I wouldn't be that upset, because that's actually pretty
the
nice.
bright side, we finally figured out where all the ice is coming from.
Yeah.
Now, we just need to find a way to deal with a mystic, unfathomable force of nature.
Okay, so let's go back and completely change the very timeline itself. No, that wasn't the end. Yes, this game has multiple endings. There's like 15, it seems like. But instead of weeping, we're going to hum.
And in the stillness, he began to hum. After the death of his father, Luca had trouble sleeping. Each night, his mother would sit at the foot of his bed and hum a gentle melody. It was the only thing that could calm his mind, the only thing that, however briefly, could make it all seem okay. That melody pervaded every memory Luca had of his mother. Shivering in the raw snow, he began to hum it out loud.
Yo! Hey, hold on. Catch him. I can't believe I waited to play this game, man. It's so great.
Gran lowered the torch, listening closely. As recognition slowly set in,
Yeah, freak FFC. Tell him, Shadow Steve, bro. Tell him. Bro, if this ever comes to PlayStation Premium, play it. Because, what a journey.
those countless nights of consolation,
It's so cool how they do it.
incomparable loss they shared together. She let the torch fall to the snow and sizzle out.
And probably, yes, probably.
A few steps toward Luca was all she could bear before dropping to the snow herself.
She put down the torch this time.
Through a flood of tears, she began to hum along, note for note.
Like she knew the song. Dude, I'm telling you, that's her mom and she was faking it the whole time. Gotta be. It's so great. Straight slating on that Shadows. Tell him, Ollie. Tell him.
Luca lifted his head in astonishment. The last time he heard that melody was the last night he saw his mother.
How do you know? I'm so sorry, my little buckaroo. Buckaroo? The only people who call that are my dad and your mother.
Luca blinked through blurry, watery eyes, trying to see more clearly. He could just make out the impression of a familiar face. He peered across the snowscape at the woman on her knees. Something about her was undeniably his mother, only smaller, older, changed.
Mom? That's right. Mom!
Luca sprinted as fast as he could toward his mother. They held each other close, and the cold retreated from their bodies.
Eleanor? I thought you were gone? You should have known I would never abandon my son.
Luca, tightening her embrace in an appeal for forgiveness.
How? You're a smart man, Joseph. I thought you'd have pieced it together by now. You were exposed. Exposed. Oh, wow. And the reason why she looks like the grandma is because she got exposed to that green ooze, which matures you, because that happened to Iggy. Man, what happened to you? Where did you go? Why did you leave me? I never left you. I was always right here. Why did you lie? It tore me up, but I did it to keep you safe. I thought that getting answers would help us both move on, but the more I discovered, the more I realized the danger we were in. Until perennial harvest was stopped, it was better if everyone thought I was gone. You could have trusted me. Those are bad people, Luca. They won't stop until they get what they want, and they don't care who gets hurt in the process. What do? We have to stop them.
Slumped into the cold, wet snow.
They can't be stopped. This is too big. So what do? I tried beating them at their own game. I'm done fighting fire with fire.
A long time. Her voice felt like her own again.
Whenever Ryder gets a PS5 FF16, getting redeemed instantly the moment, the minute. Think so? I know you're gonna give FF16 a 10? Yo, hey, hold on. No more lies. I see now there's a better way to stop perennial harvest. The cold, hard
Luca
truth.
gazed down at Nuncreed with pity. He looked small. Joseph stared into the snow, as if searching it for answers.
Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash. Yo. Ryder's never getting a PS5. He's an Xbot now. An Xbot. I'll get it when it's down to like $2.99. You don't understand. He always wins. Chapter 10?
Chapter 9.
Oh, chapter 9. Okay.
The devil you know. 7 months ago.
7 months ago.
Van Horn crept down the maze of sterile hallways under perennial harvest. She stopped in front of the large steel door marked Deep Engineering. No turning back now. She raised a trembling hand.
Deep Engineering, that was where the dead body, that was the name of the dead body.
Stolen keycard worked as promised, and the door bust open with mechanical efficiency. She was immediately hit with the smell of disinfectant. It was some sort of laboratory. In one corner was a desk covered in papers. Across the room stood a tall metal pod with hoses protruding from its base. She rushed to the desk and began shifting through the piles of papers. They were experiment reports on something called Tempus Liquamen. There were dozens of them. Every one stamped failed. Eleanor heard the sharp echo of footsteps approaching. She was out of time. Her eyes scanned the room, eventually landing on the strange pod. Muttering a curse under her breath, she dashed over and dove inside.
This is the last festival, and that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I'm tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? This man is a liar. There you go. Excuse me, I will not. Ooh. This town has a dangerous secret and perennial harvest only exists to keep it hidden. KH1's ask, your mama buddy, your mama. 1 is mid, 2 and 3 are fundo. Shadow Steve, don't make me rock bottom you, buddy. The thoughts? That's funny. Nonsense. They picked up the whole damn town and moved it right under our noses. You aren't making any sense, dear.
Kerr addressed the crowd with a sarcastic tone.
Imagine such a thing. It's absurd and just plain impossible. They promised that they could fix the foul harvest, They told us they would clean this place up. We just had to leave town for a few days. But while they had us evacuated, Miss Hartford, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you. You're afraid of a lot of things, aren't you? You sniveling little worm. Yeah. This is growing tiresome. A little help, please. Don't you all see? This festival is a sham. An excuse to have the whole town gather in one place. They're planning something awful. I don't know what, but these people are wicked. Don't listen to her. She has absolutely no proof. I am the proof. I'm Eleanor Van Horn.
Filtered through the crowd.
Aren't you just sneaky as the dickens? We all knew Valentine's fertilizer was too good to be true, and now this whole town is paying the price. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry about this interruption. My associates will take this obviously disturbed woman somewhere comfortable, so that she can get the help she needs. Wow. She's not the one who's disturbed. You two-timing clown. Ooh, okay, Nuncree. You all know there's something wrong with this town. It was just easier to look the other way. The truth is... Solomon? That's quite enough, Mr. Nuncree.
Dragged on Joseph Nuncreed's face.
Yes, sir. Take them away. No, I want them to see this. Ah, the ever-tempestuous Eleanor Van Horn. You've been quite the thorn in my side. Like a weed that's burrowed in where it doesn't belong. I must confess, you look dreadful.
For a moment, plucking a piece of fuzz from his sweater and discarding it to the ground.
Consider yourself in rare company. You've managed to pull one over on me. It won't happen again. I knew you had some sort of plan to disrupt our little party, but alas, I expected something a bit more impressive than incoherent rambling. No matter, your failures are yours to bear. There you go. Mr. Kerr. Yes, sir. It's a shame it was cut short, but I thank you for that rousing oratory. I will take it from here. Okay. You've done quality work for me, William. You can look forward to the recompense we agreed
Gave a
upon.
bow of deference.
Founder, you are most gracious.
Rippled through the crowd.
He's the founder? Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
This whole time?
In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
You can all call me Sharper
Body
Valentine.
and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared
What?
into a belching green mist. A hushed horror gripped the crowd. This is a story about change.
What? So you didn't see that coming? Good.
Examined his new hands.
This game is wild, bro. What the? This is quite the improvement. Everything looks so much smaller now. Eleanor was right about one thing. This festival was a ruse. I wanted you all to witness my glorious return with your own eyes. Why does everyone look so downtrodden? This is a celebration, people. Maybe it would help if we set the mood. Mr. Kerr, be a dear and reveal the sign. Sharper Valentine Festival?
Sharper
Wow.
crude squawk of a laugh. Frustrated grumbles sprinkled through the crowd.
Man, freak the Valentines. Sharper, you malicious bastard. Malice, by the way. I'm glad you're back so I can tell you to your face. You destroyed this town. With all this praise looking like, right, Ollie? They've been hyping up FF16 like it's the best game ever made. Sheesh. When I play that junk, it better be the best damn game I played in a minute. Otherwise, I'm slamming suckers. It's simple. It's simple. Right, hey, yes, tough. We ain't gonna let you get away with it again. Sorry, this is not the time for audience participation. Some assistance, Mr. Kerr?
Gave a subtle nod to the clipboards.
You coward. Does anyone else have something to contribute?
Quiet settled over the crowd.
I thought so. Did you all truly believe you could be free of me? The pacing is unbalanced, and that's a fact. Think so? Think so, buddy? A town of complete and utter fools. You people should be celebrating my return. Yo, so AAS, what's the next new game you're playing that's dropping this year? Do you have anything in mind? I doubt you're playing Lies of Pinocchio. You don't like software from software games. I know you said you might play Starfield. Oxenfree 2? Does that come out in August, I imagine? Or is that this month? You people should be celebrating my return. You're clearly lost without me. And that leads me nicely to my children. Daddy? That comes out next week? Yo, bats. Yo! What's after Batman Season 2? Do you know? I gave you both the greatest gift a parent can give. The opportunity to prove yourselves in my absence. Also, I see that Sleep Sona 5 in chat. Shadow Steve, your band, buddy. Thoughts? That's Kappa. It's over for you, buddy. Thoughts? Hellblade's next, man. What? If this man... You must be, like, really in the mood to get platinums. Because usually, like, you'll go for... Usually you'll play new games, but... You'll have those urges to get platinums, and then you'll just go on a crazy... You'll just go crazy on them, you know? Pause. Until you're all satisfied, then you go back to new games, you know? Hopefully this platinum craze is over before the summer ends, you know? You know? The streets need to see new games. Thoughts? Always feel like SP is gonna be summoned every time I slander. Me and SP are like, we slurp that game, and we're proud of it. Simple and simple. The opportunity to prove yourselves in my absence squandered. To say I'm disappointed would be an understatement, but Silence, Augustus. An adult is speaking. I don't know which is worse, a son who is completely hopeless, or a daughter with such potential who inevitably lets me down. Harris, you fail me with admirable consistency. No, don't ask him, Ollie. He's not gonna do it. Plat hunting, or no, Ollie, you said in 2023 it was over. You weren't gonna do any more plats, get any more. It was done. Nah, buddy. Nah. Thankfully, I was counting on it this time. Father, I have been wasting time. What have you accomplished? I was focused on cementing our legacy. Legacy? Who needs a legacy when you can just live forever? But what about... It's alright, kiddo. I'm afraid you suffer from a complete lack of imagination. There's just no helping it. Now then, where's Joseph? You didn't take the opportunity to slip off, did you? There he is. Everyone should give him a hand. None of this would have been possible without Joseph. I think you've said enough! Tell him, Shazzy, tell him. Nonsense. The people deserve to know how hopeful and loyal you've been. I only did what I did because he left me no choice. You always had a choice, Joseph. You were simply too weak to take it. No matter. Cheer up. You're about to be rich beyond your wildest dreams. You should follow Mr. Kerr's example. When I found him, he was in a sorrier state than any of you. An aging actor desperate to recapture his youth. He played his part, and soon he'll be able to play the leading man again. Forever, in fact, if he remains loyal. That goes for all of you. Well, those who haven't already frittered away my goodwill. Green Goblin? I know, right? Hey, hold on. Beacon Pines is mine again, and I'm willing to share its spoils in exchange for absolute loyalty. Are you saying William Kerr was never in charge of Perennial Harvest? You think that buffed up blatherskite could have accomplished all of this? Dawn, I suppose it's time for your big exclusive. You gotta beat Wolf and Goat in Dark Pictures games. That's true. Intellect.
He'd planned this moment for so long that now, at the deed's fruition, it almost felt frivolous.
You see, I needed a figurehead to hold things down while I orchestrated my return. Someone to misdirect, lie, and bilk this town for a spell. So I invented William Kerr. Take your bow. You've earned it.
Kerr flourished a preposterously elaborate bow.
Wow. Man, freak William, bro. Patrick C. Montesquieu, Thespian extraordinaire at your service. Founder, I just want to thank you again for this opportunity. It truly was the role of a lifetime. Wait, is this Bill Kerr was a patsy the whole time? Now that your secret is out in the open, what's to stop this town from rising up against you? Oh, that's the delicious part. Fear. Thanks to our clipboards, I know what each and every person in this town fears most, and I will make those fears manifest for anyone who steps out of line. It's really simple. I'm not afraid of you. The young hero. I've kept a keen eye on you, boy. You and your friends made a habit of disrupting my plans. What a pity. If things would have gone a bit differently, you might have had your moment of triumph. But that's a fate for you. You can't do this, but I can. I have won. Never underestimate what a great man can do given time. And now time is my plaything. Perhaps the most expensive thing I've ever bought, but well worth it.
Sharper coughed up one final laugh and cracked his knuckles.
Enough chit-chat. Let's get to work, shall we? There you go.
And so, Sharper set about remaking the town in his own image. The fertilizer factory soon reopened for business. Sales rose steadily as more and more farmers across the countryside began to swear by its miraculous properties. Beacon Pines became famous, a secretive town that, for the right price, shared its gifts with all. Gifts that became more and more necessary in a world where winters grew longer and longer. The end.
Bullshit. No, that's not. No.
It's wrong, but things are becoming clearer now. You can feel it, right? We can't let Sharper win. He might just be the key to this whole thing.
Someone just needs to
Let's see.
get rid of him. Okay, so what can I do to change up the timeline? Windows to the soul. Okay. Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncreed, kind eyes warmed a stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him. There was a malice lurking behind those eyes.
There was a malice lurking behind those eyes.
So instead of when I did this last time, I think this is the timeline where Rolo was missing, and this guy, he was like, if you know anything, then you need to tell me right now. And in the other timeline, I got pushed into the phone booth, and that was the end.
Like a trap ready to spring.
But this time, things will be different.
Luca felt the weight of Nuncreed's hand on his shoulder. Something wasn't right. He didn't know why, but something was telling Luca to get out of there.
I just want this all to be over. I'm sure it will all work out soon enough. I should get going. I told Roxy I'd check for Rolo at the
Luca was
treehouse.
free of Nuncreed's grasp.
Yeah. So in this timeline, Rolo was still missing, but we have the walkie-talkie. Luca, you know your dad and I were good friends back in the day. You can come to me with anything. Anything at all. No, I never played Outer Wilds. I've heard it's pretty good. I just never had the chance to check it out, sadly. Yeah, I hear it's really good, Ollie. I need to get on it. But it's not on Game Pass. Tough. These festival decorations are a bit humdrum. Now, if I were to throw a festival, it would be a thing to behold. I agree, it's all more than a little sad. It's worse than sad, it's boring. What if we did a little something to spice things up? You know that festival sign waiting to be unveiled? It'd be a shame if someone...
Scurried off, eagerly formulating a plan.
Really, I thought it was? I don't think so. Double check though, because I might be wrong. I didn't think Tunic was on Game Pass, but then I looked it up and it actually was. Identify yourself. Nellie Modewell. I work here now. I'm unable to locate you on our staff roll. Oh, I don't officially start till tomorrow. Mr. Cower said I could come in early tonight to get a few things done. Hold, please. Clearance authorized. Thanks. Our harvest awaits. Oh no. I'm not Pete. It's Toby. You could have fooled me. It's no problem. The important thing is we love to hear your thoughts. I'm getting that impression. We're all a part of something special, Luca, and it all starts right here in Beacon Pines.
Clipboard excitedly.
Yeah, I have Chicory on the list now, I looked up how long it is. It's 9 hours. I'm not in a rush, but I have it on the list now. I want to play Unravel soon. Those games are 5 and 6 hours each. So, it seemed like a cool little series. It's only 2 games. I want to play Banjo-Kazooie as well, but I don't know how long those are. And I don't know if I'll have enough time to get to them before I start college. Plus, with everything else, like I'm gonna need to at least start FF9 by like August 3rd, because that's gonna take a week just to beat, you know. So that means I've only got 3 weeks to really do a whole bunch of games. So I don't know. No offense, but I've got my own stuff to take care of. You joker. We're all a part of this together. You'll let us know when you're free. Damn. Yeah, I know. Because that game's going to be about 49 hours, and that's 7 hours streams, 7 days. Probably going to be 8 streams, though. Rolo?
He aired a long holler into the woods.
Oh, Rolo. Oh, you should do it, though, Ollie. That'd be fun. Wherever you are,
Luca
hope you're
felt
okay.
his eyes getting heavy and plopped into the beanbag.
Or maybe you could do it after
Ceded to its lumpy embrace.
the Wolfenstein games and Dark Picture games. You know?
Once
You could.
again, Luca found himself in a vast black expanse. This time, he knew exactly where to go. He took a single confident step forward. The world flickered and pulsed. He found himself standing in front of the frigid air of a blazing campfire. The source. He plopped down cross-legged and gazed into the cold flame, waiting. Soon enough, the fire began to die out, popping sporadically, until all that was left was a single ember. Luca stood up and dusted himself off. He plucked the glowing ember from the cold ash, examined it, and slid it into his pocket, a keepsake. The voice of his father spoke behind him.
Nah, but you're gonna be busy in case you might want to tune it? That's true, yeah. Because I would like to see that. That'd be a lot of fun.
Made me proud, Buckaroo. Luca turned to face him.
We're just so busy, you know?
Face this place.
And next Saturday, I'm not even gonna be here. I found out today, or yesterday, that
A warm grin.
I'm gonna be
crossed his
gone.
face.
So I won't even be here next Saturday, bro. Like every Saturday this month, or for like the past three weeks, has just been so busy, man.
Place where everything that has been and everything that could be all wait together.
Cap, Ollie, thoughts? That's pretty.
Staring at his father's
That's Cap,
face,
buddy.
trying as hard as he could to memorize every single detail.
Ollie, when are you gonna make a Threads account, buddy?
For what?
Sick of you.
Another voice
Sick
spoke up
of you.
as Lucas' doppelganger stepped forward. That's up to you. Without knowing why, Luca began to weep. Is any of this real? Are you real? Luca's father bent down to smudge away a tear. Of course. I'm as real as the part of you that misses me. Luca turned to look at the older version of himself. And you? The doppelganger choked back tears. I'm as real as the part of you that's angry he's gone. Does that make sense? Through his tears, Luca laughed. I think so. His father pulled him in for an embrace. Time to go, Buckaroo.
Dang.
Luca was startled from his
Threads?
dream by
Yeah,
a
the
man
new
on the floor.
Twitter. Are you gonna make an account, buddy? It's sick of you. Are you in there?
Commanding voice rumbled from below. Just as Luca sprang to lock the entry hatch, the door knocked open.
The Twitter clone probably never, since I would have to link my personal. Well, if you have an account on Instagram, you can just link it, but you don't have to make it that. You could always just make a new account and do that. You don't have to do it, but I mean, you could. I don't really think it's that big of a deal. I mean, you know, but it's worth it, you know?
Chapter 5.
Damn, we're already back at chapter 5?
Dangers big and small.
Yeah.
Luca stumbled back. He heard the rope ladder creak under significant weight. Keeping his eyes fixed on the hatch, he inched backward to the balcony. As his hand grasped the door handle, Luca froze. A large figure clumsily wriggled up through the hole.
Who is that? Stop right there, or I'll... Sheesh, I know it's dark and all, but I figured you'd recognize me.
The
Who are
large figure
you?
cocked its head inquisitively.
Is that Rollo's dad? Stop now or I'll clobber you with a baseball bat. Whoa, 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 just take it easy, man. You need to get your eyes checked, Luca. It's me, Rollo. Rollo? I know you aren't Rollo. You're like one of his random uncles or something. Where is he? Uncle? Luca, quit messing around. It's me. If it really is you, prove it. You right, I just don't want no serpents finding my... That's true, yeah. I don't blame you. I'm on there because Twitter is so downhill at this point. Elon, the next thing that Elon wants to do, he doesn't care about the OnlyFans girls being at the top of the Twitter every time you're in a comment section. He doesn't care about the crypto bots. He doesn't care about the spam bots that follow you for no reason. And people adding you and they do the @ whatever and they're like, this is the new thing, it's a scam. He doesn't care about any of that. Instead, what he's doing is adding audio and video calling. Like, are you serious? Bro, who is gonna get on Twitter and basically FaceTime? That's what Discord is for. That's what FaceTime is for. Like, bro, oh my god, such a dumbass. Like, he does not know what he's doing at all, bro. And I mean, this could be wrong, but last I checked, Twitter had 400 million active users. Threads, without being in the EU right now, is currently sitting at above, at least I know it's above 85 million users. Mark Zuckerberg has almost got a fourth of Twitter users and brought him over to his platform, and it hasn't even been out a week. It came out Thursday. It is Saturday. Like, bro, if that doesn't tell you something, I don't know what will. It's just, God, I'm over it, man. Threads is good. It's not great yet. They're adding a whole bunch of features. Like, once they really start adding some stuff, like a good search engine and make it to where you have a following tab, then it'll be much better. But it's not bad, and there's a lot of people on it already. I mean, it's nuts. I've been following a whole bunch of people switching over. Y'all thought Elon would save Twitter, though. I've been knowing he would actually ruin it, and yeah, you were right, Ollie. You were right. Hey, hold up. Yeah, what's going on, Brother Skate? Yeah, what's up, brother? Hope you had a good day.
Luca's jaw. He peered
My
more
bad.
closely at the
Dropped.
man standing in front of him.
So this really is Rollo, but the adult version?
Something about him was undeniably Rollo, only bigger, older, changed.
How? What happened to you? When I was running away, I ran into more people in those yellow suits. They grabbed me and dragged me away. Where did they take you? Dunno, they threw a bag over my head. It was cold and smelled like a swimming pool. I think it was an underground lab or something. They made my hands all big. Look.
Rollo proudly presented his hands to Luca.
Pretty sweet, right? No! It wouldn't be my first pick for a superpower, but beggars can't be choosers. It wasn't just your hands. My feet too? Dang, Paul just made me new shoes. Wait, why are you so
Luca
small?
moved to the side and pointed Rollo to his reflection in the balcony window.
What the?
Hands shot up to his face.
Holy Toyota! What the? What did they do to you, Rollo? They made me drink some sort of green crud. Ew. It wasn't too bad. It kind of tasted like licorice. So they take the candy that Mr. Nuncreed made and do some kind of experiment or something, and it's a green liquid, and you drink it and you mature, going from a kid to an adult. Hey, yo? I passed out and woke up like this. And then I sorta smashed open my cage and escaped. You smashed open a cage? Kinda. At least I think I did. It's all a bit of a blur. They had you in a cage? Who are these people? I don't know who did this to you, but we're gonna fix it. Fix it? This is awesome. I'm just glad you're safe now. Look, you don't need to worry about me. What's wrong with video calls on Twitter? There's nothing wrong with adding it, but he has so many other things he could be more focused on. But instead, he's focusing on like the dumbest thing you can possibly be working on. Fix the whole bot issue. The bots have been worse since he's taken over, bro. The whole crypto BS scams I keep getting into, they put you in little groups and they're like, go here and sign up for crypto. And you got the OnlyFans girls. I'm the hottest, thickest 18-year-old on Twitter. We're on OnlyFans at the top of every single viral post, every single time. And I'm just like, bro, I don't want to see this. And then you got your For You page, which is full of freaking fights and gory videos. There was a time where every single hidden reply for a while was just gory videos of just messed up things that I don't even want to talk about because it just makes me sad to think about. But it was terrible, bro. And it still is. It's still not great. But instead of worrying about all of that, he's like, let's just add video calls and audio calls. Like, no. He can't even add a feature to download the video. He says he's working on it, but I'm like, you need to worry about that first, because that would be a game changer. Being able to download videos with 2 buttons, that's nice, man. That's real nice. But instead, we're focusing on audio and video calls, something that Discord already does 10 times better. You know? Rolo went from a punk to a ripoff of Beck. Now he's still the GOAT, though. I'm following crypto profiles, and I don't even see that, bro. Bro, let's look. I will show you. I go on my Twitter, I go to my notifications, and all of these people, I don't know. All of these people, I don't know any of them. They're all random people. Join March 2023, and it's the same pictures. And then you got ZK Sync airdrop is live. Go claim faster, and it's this, and they just put this, and then 2023-0601, boom, boom, boom. My mind was blown at all of these people for crypto. Like, bruh. And it's not like 2 or 3 times, like it happens every freaking day, bro. And I just got sick of it. I got sick of it, dude. I'm over it. Freight Threads, that Twitter clone knockoff, which is only created so, but nah, this man. Skate House, your buddy. Think of you thoughts? That's funny. But it's just, God. Like, I'm just over. Can't you limit the type of tweets you see? You could probably go in and add in the mute words and stuff, like mute crypto and whatnot, or set your account to private. But, like, I shouldn't have to do all of that, man. That's just ridiculous. Just to not have bots on my feed? And even if I fixed that and they didn't at me, I would still see them at the bottom of, at the very top of all the replies, you know? I don't see that type of junk on my end. Maybe that's just me then, I don't know. But I have been having that issue, and a lot of people that moved to Threads were having that issue. Sure, I got snatched, but look at it this way. I got snatched. I know where snatched people go. May finally have a lead on what happened to your family. I'm just glad Threads is happening because competition is always good. So if Threads is doing really good, then Twitter has to do good. It has to start doing better than it is. And then when you have competition that's healthy and they're going back and forth with each other, adding dope features between both platforms, that's a great competition. You know, if one platform is destroying another platform, why would this platform that's dominating do anything different? Even when they're starting to go downhill, they're still on top, you know? And it's nice that there's competition, because that's always a good thing. Always. Consumer-wise, you know. Maybe you're right, but this all seems dangerous. Danger?
Rollo shadowboxed a few jabs.
Since Elon's takeover, it's been a W for Twitter, in my opinion. Leads the soy suckers out. And I agree with you about competition. That's true. Hey, hold on. And that's okay. I mean, it's okay to, you know, be enjoying Elon. I'm just stating my opinion, and you're just stating your opinion. And all we can do is respect and you know, be on several platforms. Intellect, the IQ. I'll take them all on. Hey fellas, what's up?
Yelp. Rollo dove behind Luca.
Oh, Beck is here now? Did I come at a bad time? Who the heck are you? This is Beck. Sorry, something truly bizarre just happened and I need help. I didn't know where else to go. So you're just hanging out here with your large adult friend? No, this is my buddy, Rollo. ... Your missing friend? One and the same. He seems a little old. I'll have you know this is a recent development. What the heck does that even mean? I'm sorry, you're the one who just showed up out of nowhere, so we'll be asking the questions here. That's fair. How'd you find us? Your silly little treehouse? You think you mean our silly little mission control? Hate to break it to you, but your secret path isn't so secret. You know, I looked up how, what year this game came out yesterday. Apparently this junk came out in 2022, bro. This isn't even like a year old. Ain't that wild? Brazy. I thought this came out in like 2019. But it ain't even been a year. Or if it has, it's been, you know, it came out the first half. But I think it said October 2022. That could be wrong. This looks like a furry game. It looks like it, but it's actually dope as Freakscape. But I can see getting turned off by the character designs. I mean, even I don't really like care too much, but the story is what's keeping me going. The story is great. And yo, thank you for the skate. I appreciate you. I love Avatar, bro. It's so good. I'm so excited for the sequel series, or the sequel movies. See, Luca, this is why we need to improve security around here. Not now, Rollo. Beck, you said something bizarre happened?
She
Yeah,
shot a nervous glance at Rollo.
Anything you can say around me, you could say around Rollo. This has been a weird day all around, hasn't it?
Beck's
Yep.
eyes narrowed.
So it all started when I made it back home. My first order of business was to try to salvage my hair. What you been up to today, Brother Skate? Do anything fun? I dyed it with some stuff from the chemistry set my mom gave me. Okay, just need to play it cool. Hope no one notices. Notices what? Oh, nothing. I was just... Come over, let me have a look. What in the world did you do? I just kind of felt like a change. This is gonna take forever to grow out. You were the one who said that change is a good thing, right? I was talking about your mother's new job. I was talking about us moving. I guess I just took your lesson to heart.
I tried to put on a smile.
Before I forget, I came up here to tell you that Nellie had to go into work. Tonight? Her and Mr. Kerr decided it would be good for her to get some things done before tomorrow. That Kerr guy seems like a grade A creep. For real, bro. He is. Him and his weird cult of personality. You're not going to ruin this job for Nellie. It means too much to her. I know exactly how much it means to her. It means enough to her to exile her daughter to this podunk town. This place sucks. The people are weird. You don't even know them yet. It's always cold. We're in the mountains. I can't even pick up a single decent station on the radio. It's all banjo music and farm report. That sounds like where I live. You know, I grew up in a town not that different from this one. Is that why you're better at talking to plants than people? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. First of all, you're grounded. Oh, that's tough, buddy. That's tough. What? In the morning, I'll have Nellie come and see what we can do about fixing your hair. You need to look presentable for the festival. But not another
She
peep.
sighed, and after a moment, looked down at Beck sympathetically.
Hey, looking too good, Beck. I know moving is hard, honey, but that doesn't mean you have to make yourself miserable all the time. Other people seem to have that covered for me, and if you decide to rebel by dyeing your hair more,
A sly grin and tousled Beck's hair.
I'll just shave it off for you. Think of how rebellious you'll look then. Very funny. Thanks. Good night, sweetie. Night, Mom. Wait. First of all, this town does not suck. Second, you need help because you got grounded? No. I'm sorry you got in trouble. It's my fault your hair got screwed up in the first place. Don't worry about it. I actually kind of like this look. Great. Can we get back to the story now? This next part is the important bit. I had this radio I upgraded with my mom and I was too angry to sleep. So I tried to dial in something worth listening to. He's gonna... Yeah, I had a feeling. Are you there? Mr. Kerr? Yes, I'm busy. What is it? Apologies. I have the founder on the line. Patch him through immediately. Hello, sir. It's so nice to hear from you. Hey, yo. Skip the pleasantries. What's your report on our new leader researcher of deep engineering? Nellie Modwell seems to be integrating nicely. At this very moment, she's working to help us meet our deadline. She offered to work overtime before I even had the chance to suggest it. Excellent. And you have faith that she's capable of finishing the work left by her predecessor? Her work must be complete before the festival. I will make sure she stays day and night until it's accomplished. You know how I feel about loose ends. Once she has finished the work, we need to make a determination regarding her long-term prospects in the company. Immediately? I usually have more time to fully bring people into the fold. We're in the endgame, Bill. Oh, word? After your failures of Dr. Prescott, I can't afford to take any risks. So Dr. Prescott must have been the one who was left in the dumpster then. Okay. No loose ends. Once she finishes the work, she will either leave the office completely committed to perennial harvest, or she won't leave at all. Jeez. If I might suggest, maybe we should delay just for a bit. Oh? It's just we seem to be rushing to hit this festival deadline, and rushing into things has caused some issues in the past. Please understand that I just want what's best for you. I'm eternally grateful for all that you've done for me. I'll make this very clear, Bill. I brought you in to make things run smoothly, and not to have opinions. Of course, sir. Chin up, Bill. You're only a few days away from having everything you ever dreamed of. Yes, sir. Yeah. So, just so we're clear, when they said loose ends, they were talking about murder, right? Like actually killing someone. Capital murder.
Rollo a quick elbow to the ribs.
Yes, Rollo. Who was his founder? I was hoping you guys would know. As far as we know, Kerr is a top banana at Perennial Harvest. He sounded scared of this founder guy. So we have an even topper banana on the field? The hell is my mom caught up in? Right? Just another typical day for me. Was thinking about streaming soon, but I don't know yet. Yo, some more GTA 4? That might be kind of fire. Hey, hold on. Hey, hold on. How has your day been so far? Hopefully smooth. It was pretty good. I had to go move some stuff this morning for my uncle. We had to move it from his like little storage place that he rented out and take it to this duplex that I might be living at down the line, possibly. But I don't know. He just talked about it. But we were moving everything over there, and man, woo! Some of them desks and chairs we had to move, and them boxes. Man, it was rough, but I was able to come home and shower, and then I went to go to Longhorns. That's why I was so late today. I was supposed to go live at like, if I didn't go to Longhorns, I would have been here at like 3 or 4, but we didn't leave until 3 to go to Longhorns, sending it back to like 5:30, so, or like 5, yeah, about 5:30, so, it's been a pretty fun day. Thank you for asking, brother. It's been pretty smooth. If you called me, I could have helped. You know, I got a car and lots of muscle. That's true. If only I would have had you by my side, we would have got it done way quicker. It wasn't that bad though, but it was just a lot of boxes, you know, a lot of boxes. Man, there was some fishing poles, and I don't go fishing. Okay, I only have fished once in my entire life. I didn't realize the hook is already on the fishing poles. I thought that was an after feature that you would add later on. So I went to grab one of the fishing poles, and the hook got right in my thumb. No. Nope. I don't ever want to go fishing ever after that happened, bro. It wasn't that bad, but like it stung for like a good minute. I was like, Jesus. I had to. Woo. What you mean the hook got in your thumb? It cut you? Like the little hook went like right in my thumb. Like it like went in and then like went out. Like you know how when you have like a cut or something and you gotta like put stitches and you put the stitch in through the skin? That's kind of what happened with the hook a little bit. It wasn't that bad. It was like a little poke, but it was nope. Nope. Was not fun. That was the worst part of the day, but it wasn't too bad after a while. I just rubbed some dirt on it, called it a day. Yeah, I went through the very super thin layer of skin, exactly. But at least I got through it, you know. It wasn't too bad, but I was like, yeah, a little bit at the same time, you know. Heike? Has she talked about the job much? Not really. She said she was going to come in and continue the work of someone she respected. Do you think that body at the warehouse was the person Beck's mom came to replace? That would make sense. It really does, Skate. Man, I didn't realize it was that sharp. And that just makes me feel even worse for Fish, man, because them fish, oh, dude, having that in your mouth, ow. No. It makes me feel much more sympathy for Fish who unfortunately get caught that way. Like, bruh, if that hook was in my mouth and I got pulled, nope. That's the last thing I ever felt in life. No. No thanks, bro. No. That's terrible, man. It just, I don't even really care for fish like that either. Like fish food, like I don't eat fish or anything like that. But man, it really spoke to me, Heike, a little bit. Like, damn, you really do this on a daily basis? We're kind of messed up human beings. We're kind of a messed up species, bro. Like, yeah. Seems like Nellie's predecessor got loose ended. The life of a fish ain't. That's true. That's true. Intellect. Hey, hold on. I'm getting that impression. So we need to get your mom out of there before the festival happens. That's 2 days away. Won't you just come home after work? The creep on the radio said they were going to hold her there until then. So if she's not coming out, we got to go in.
A large sheet of paper out of her pocket and
That's
spread
true.
it on the floor.
Maybe this will help. You have blueprints? It's really just a welcome mat for my mom's PH orientation day, but it shows the layout. It looks like blueprints to me. Look, here's the reception area. There's the big room, marked founder's office. It even has the exits marked. Hey, hold on. Guys. We have a deadline. We have an objective. We have blueprints. You realize what this is, right?
Willow started to wiggle with excitement.
This guy. I think we're heisting. Hey, hold on. This is officially a heist. Yo.
Chapter 6. The Heist. They
Hey, hold on.
and huddled around that small map, formulating a plan to infiltrate the headquarters of Perennial Harvest. It would be no small feat. A modern facility equipped with all manner of technology.
Right? Hey, hold on. GTA 5, Payday 2. 3-leaf clover from GTA 4?
Not to mention the swarm of clipboards that would most certainly be scattered throughout. By the time
Oh,
the
man.
sun began to peek through the car window used as a makeshift balcony door, all were in agreement.
Skate, I'm gonna say something, and I want your thoughts. 3-leaf clover in GTA 4 clears every single heist in GTA 5 and past GTAs, minus the casino heist in San Andreas. Am I spitting?
Could just work.
Freak threads, that freaking Twitter clone knock up this man's chest.
The final day before the festival would be used to prepare.
Oh,
They'd need
Think so,
to pull
Shasti? Think so?
every resource at their disposal.
Think so, buddy?
Pull every flavor with a thread. Even enlist
Yo,
some
speaking of threads.
characters around town with important tasks only they were suited for.
Does she know?
Luckily, there was enough ill will and mistrust toward Perennial Harvest that alliances could be found at a bargain. Luca, Beck, and Rollo rubbed their eyes as they exited the treehouse. They hadn't
Skate's always
slept at all
preaching.
that
Tell him.
night. There was no time.
I mean, you're not wrong, but I can't like GTA 5 does have some solid heists, absolutely. But the one in GTA 4, like, as much as I love the ones in 5, there's not one in 5 that sticks out to me. That's like, I remember that clear as day. Minus Pacific Standard and the Fleeca job in online. But the story mode, But the 1 and 4, I remember that like it was yesterday, you
The
know?
festival was to begin in one day, and they each had their assignments.
It really is skate. Tell them. Quick recap. Rolo, you're gonna talk to Roxy. Cordial. Without her and Fitz, this whole thing could go bust. Cordial is my middle name. And how do you plan to explain your new
Vaguely at Rollo's sizable figure.
circumstance? She'll be so happy I'm alive she won't even notice.
Sort of an involuntary
True.
giggle.
And Beck, you're sure Lona won't just shoot this whole thing down when she hears it? She'll listen. When she understands the danger Nellie's in, the danger we're all in, the plan will make sense. Okay. That leaves me with Jeff, then Iggy. How are you gonna persuade them? I'll think of something.
Looked at each other with sleepy confidence and nodded.
Well, Godspeed, Spider-Man. Iggy and Tish and Jeff. Who the hell is Jeff again? You're not Jeff, are you? No. Speaking of Spidey, what? Hey Bert, have you seen Rolo? Nope, though I've been mostly talking to clipboards. This one said he had to process some answers. I told him I was fine. I'll wait right here till he gets back. Oh man, I would not be playing that on hard mode. You're stuck on the 4th mission? Yeah. I'm not surprised, man. Yeah, them older games are hard. Undaunted, he shook his head. Over? No. Endings are merely a state of mind. Okay. Yeah, very unforgiving. That's why you get to play on normal or AAS mode in skate, you know? A dimple. A dimple. Anything more than that, and you're just setting yourself up for a bad time. You ever wondered why an agriculture company employs an army of survey takers? The clipboards, they say they're just trying to make us happy. Do they want to make us happy? Or just figure out what makes us happy? Achievements? Wait, achievements? Is that junk on Xbox? An important distinction. Or like a achievement just in like, not like a trophy achievement, but just to say you beat it. That's Jeff. What can I do for you? I know how much you hate Perennial Harvest. Hate's a strong word. Sorry, I mean, I didn't say it was the wrong word. Gotcha. We're gonna break into their headquarters and I thought you might be able to help.
Wheezed out a long snicker.
That junk on retro achievements? They added achievements to a lot of old games? Oh, really? How do they know if you've got it or not? Do you have like an account or something that like tells them? You see, I know you kids are alright. So you'll help?
Jeff's face drained instantly.
Not a chance, but give me one good reason I should risk my hide aiding and abetting you rascals.
In eyes of his would-be accomplice, Luca blurted out the first word that came to mind.
Damn. Hide.
Brow perked up.
What'd you say? Go ahead and hide then.
Hush it. Thoughts? Also, why does the guy on the right look like Skate? Tough. Writer 6 Spongio.
Hey, Heike. Yes, Heike. Yeah, I appreciate the bits, brother. And hush it. No, you, buddy. No, you hush it. Thoughts? That's what this, man. Oh, an account added link to your emulator. I didn't know that was a thing. That's dope. No, man, even if I had that junk linked, I would still... Nah. How are you playing that? Are you on the Duck Station or on the Xenia or PCSX2? Real talk though, guess where I'm going on Tuesday? Where are you going? Go
Since
ahead
its
and hide then.
attraction, Luca carried on with vigor.
PCSX2, yup. FedEx to ship all the giveaway. Yo, hey, hold on. What all do you have to ship? It's been so long, I don't even know what you have all to ship to who. You trying to spill the deets? The details? I'm sure October and Tom have something. Because I feel like October got a game, and Tom I know has that VR. The Skate might have something. Sensing some traction, look at carried on with vigor. Let's let a bunch of kids do what needs to be done. We're not afraid.
Scowl faded with a sigh.
Say what you will about old Jeff, and they will all do. But you never hear him say I hid from nothing.
Stomp of the foot was all Jeff needed to drive his point home.
Don't remember, don't worry about it. Saves me money. That's true. It's like the IQ. That's that 10,000 IQ right there. What's you kids needed? Some sort of disguise. I've got just a thing. While we're at it, that crate should come in handy. This ain't gonna be free, you know. I'm thinking 5 bags of sour gobs. Put it on my tab.
Offered out his open hand to seal the deal. With a firm and dusty grip, Jeff reciprocated.
Done. Swing by first thing in the morning. Yo. Get. Alright, I gotta find Iggy and Tish. There they are. Hey Tish, look who it is. Luca, are you here to try to tickle us to death again? Look, just hear me out.
Raised an eyebrow suspiciously.
We're listening. I know we've both been giant bags of shit to each other.
Gave a reluctant shrug.
You're not wrong, but lately life has been kinda hard. You know? Hard? Yeah, well, life's always hard. Get over it. We ain't interested. Man!
Luca knew they'd need Iggy and Tish to pull this off. He tried again. Iggy gave a reluctant shrug.
Life has been kinda strange, you know?
Considered the point.
Things have been weird around here. So I'm offering a truce and asking for your help. What you say we... That's not the only that pause. Break our hostilities, at least for now. We do like breaking things. Even if a truce means less breaking things. What if I told you there was a way to have a truce and break stuff? Go on. I need you to cause a distraction so I can sneak into Perennial Harvest headquarters.
A grin spread across Iggy's face.
You interested? My, Luca Van Horn. I'm impressed. And after this is all done, maybe you and Tish can come hang out at the treehouse sometime.
Tish, who nodded in agreement.
Fine. But not because we want to see your crappy treehouse. We just like to cause chaos.
Nod. Luca was off.
Right. What are you getting your sources from, Skate? Who's your source? Did you hear that?
Iggy gazed up at Tish with a smile.
He invited us to hang out at the
Tear
treehouse.
ran down Tish's cheek.
Oh, I never expected this day to come. How wonderful.
Chapter 7. Into the Hive. A good heist requires preparation, and thorough preparation takes time. Something they had precious little of. So far, everything was in order. Jeff, Iggy, and Tish all agreed to do their part. Beck radioed Luca that night with a simple and covert message. "We're locked and loaded on my end." And Rollo, after a lengthy confession, managed to persuade Roxy and Fitz to help. He stowed away in mission control for the night to avoid attracting attention.
Okay.
Rollo, being uniquely suited for the role, would be the first to breach Perennial Harvest. The outfit provided by Jeff wasn't perfect, but a convincing disguise is 10% wardrobe, 90% confidence.
Alright.
Rollo took a few...
Oh, word Skate. Who's your source, though?
And shook out his arms.
Who's your source, buddy? Rollo took a few vigor. Okay. Just stay calm, Rollo. You can do this. Got your delivery here. Delivery? I don't have anything on my notes about delivery. The aliens on my source. Right. Communicating since 2018. Who gave Skate the weed again? Who did it? No, you know what I should have said? I should have said, man, you gotta stay off that crap, man. Oh, man. Or come by my house later and clean my car. Yeah, I love that movie. I'm so sorry, but there's no delivery scheduled for this morning. Right.
He had to think quick.
That's because this goes directly to the founder. He asked that it be kept a secret, by the way.
Rollo sighed, adjusting his tool belt.
They even implanted me, sucker. I got these little bumps sticking out my elbow. It's like I have those bumps too. Do you know what those are? Shit, I don't even know what they are, bro. There's something though. But I can tell you one thing: I have not seen an alien since I've had these. You know how the founder can be. I suppose we can leave this one off the record. A Thoughtscape? That's what. Our harvest awaits and
With a
such.
stroke of his mustache, Rollo proceeded into the Perennial Harvest headquarters.
Our harvest awaits. Package here for the founder? I didn't hear anything about. This is a need to know kind of thing. I'll just check.
Stammered and flipped through the pages of his clipboard.
This goes directly to the founder. I don't have time to fill you in. Excuse me. If you could just complete this form.
Interrupted with urgency in his voice.
Every time with these forms. Look, if you want to explain to the founder why I'm late at your funeral, I'm sorry. What did you say your name was again?
Rollo panicked.
Uh-oh. Our harvest awaits. That's a restricted area. Excuse me, sir. Our harvest awaits. Ready to light this candle, Tish? Yup. Suck on this, perennial ham fist. Yo! What was that?
Was enough for Rollo to regain his confidence.
Just open the damn door. I've got a job to
He
do.
fumbled around in a frenzy.
I should check on that noise. Come on, just buzz me in. Okay. They're sick of these humans never learning from their past lives, continue to laugh and mock even though you should know past this, man. I think somebody? Think so? Oof, that was close. Yo! Our harvest awaits? Hey, I figure. When in doubt, stick with the classics. Stay on your reincarnation jump, man. You have to keep replaying this Earth game till it. Right. Hey, listen. That's Cat, buddy. Thoughts? That's buddy? That's Cat. That was a close one, but you pulled it off. Nice work, Rollo. Alright, everyone knows what to do? Yep, deep engineering is to the north. I'll go with Beck, in case you need some muscle. I'll head east to the founder's office. You two be safe. Okay. Locate the founder's office. That's odd. There's not even any cups for the water. This is your last game? No. You ain't going nowhere, buddy. Thoughts? You ain't going nowhere. Sick of you. Sick of you, buddy. Sick of you. Oh, brother. This whole place just feels fake, but of all things, a fake plant? Solomon?
Stopped in his tracks.
Oh no. Luca? What are you doing here? It's a long story. Are you okay?
Confusion flashed across Solomon's
No.
face. Words rushed out dramatically.
I am most certainly not okay. Some strange people grabbed me in. Were they in hazmat suits? How did you know? They brought me here and locked me up, and when they were distracted, I ran. You should stick with me. We've got a
He
plan.
faltered.
Rollo and Beck are headed to Deep Engineering. Thank heavens you found me. We've got to get out of here. We can't leave just yet, but they'll catch us. I've got to do something first. When you were running, did you happen to see a door marked Founder? Why are you looking for him? I'm not. I just need to get into that office. Now that you mention it, I do think I saw a door that said it. It was just down this way.
To notice a plaque above the door.
Office of the Founder. Knocking comes with consequence. Oh, here it is. So it is. It's pretty lucky that I ran into here, or else I might have missed it.
Look at that
Truly
handle.
fortunate. He's got the key.
Solomon leaned forward to examine the mechanism.
Man, regrettably, it seems to be some sort of electric lock. I don't see how we could possibly defeat a lock like that.
And looked at his watch.
Let's just wait a minute. I don't know what sort of funny business you're up to, but I like it.
Quick hat tip and ambled off with a whistle.
This guy. That's the goat over there, bro. Howdy. Good afternoon.
The light on the
Wow.
keypad changed from red to green.
Hey, hold on. How did you do that? It's good to have friends. Let's get inside before someone spots us. Uh-oh.
Luca switched on his walkie-talkie.
Rollo, I'm in. As expected, there's a control panel. Great timing. We're stuck at a locked door marked number 24601. Need you to get us through. What if someone catches us? We should get out of here. I'm not leaving my friend, Solomon.
On the computer screen, a green cursor blinked in a password field.
Surely you don't have a way to get around the password.
Luca pecked out his best guess. Underground secrets.
Wow.
The screen blinked to life. Columns of green numbers glowed on a black background.
Yo, this is great. How did you just guess that? It's this absurd password Rollo heard when he was down here before. It's funny how someone arrogant enough to call themselves the founder uses such a basic password. Or they were thinking several moves ahead, not expecting anyone to guess something so simple. These villain types always end up outsmarting
His
themselves.
jaw clenched into a half smile.
Ooh, you don't like that. Your powers of deduction are as impressive as your luck.
Quickly scanned the columns for number 24601.
I think this should do it. Door's open. Luca, you never fail to impress. What is that slippery loud even doing down here anyway? We have a friend whose mom is in trouble. We're here to get her out. I think we're close. The next door is marked
Luca
13806.
scrutinized the numbers on the screen. In that moment of distraction, Solomon reached forward and pressed a large red button.
Oh my god. Maybe this one opens the lock. I had a feeling. We've got company. Luca must go faster. One sec, I can't think.
Quickly skimmed the screen with his finger.
13806. Curse these fumbling hands, my apologies. Right. Don't beat yourself up. I know you were just trying to help. Dude, those clipboard guys are freaking weird, man. Oh, man. No water cups. Rollo. Come on, buddy. Are you okay? Come in.
Mr. Kerr approached with a sneer and spoke into his walkie-talkie.
You can turn off the alarms. They're
With
trapped.
self-satisfaction, he called into the hallway.
That, my dear, is the dead end. Nowhere to run. Rollo, where are you? Are you okay? I think we lost him. Making our way back to Nellie's office. You two rebel rouses are coming with us. Nope. Yo, did that little shit just... That's tough. Don't just stand there. That's what he gets, bro. Freak that guy. I think that worked. Roxy and Fitz had them on a wild goose chase. I'm having trouble following what just happened. Like I said, it's good to have friends. How long do you think Roxy can distract them? How long can Roxy keep someone so pissed off they can't see straight? Let's just say we've got time. Entering her office now. Mom. What did you do to your hair? I thought you'd be happy. I finally used the young chemist's lab kit. You sure have a knack for making me incredibly proud in the most frustrating ways. We need to get you out of here. We? Who was your adult friend? Oh, I'm not an adult. Ever heard of a growth spurt? Man, Rolo was so stupid, bro. I had more of a gross spew. That's not
Leaned
possible.
over to examine his teeth.
Substantial banding on the enamel of the molars, consistent with Tempest liquamine exposure. Is that what you call the gunk they forced me to drink? You drank it? Oh no. They told me it was only being tested on plants. Sweetie, I promise I didn't know. What the hell is going on, Mom? I was brought here to work on the discovery of a lifetime. A novel chemical compound was discovered under Beacon Pines in a wellspring they called the Source. They named it Tempest Liquamine. It pulls energy from its surroundings in order to fundamentally alter matter's relationship to time. It was the secret to Valentine's fertilizer. They harvested the source, infusing small amounts of Tempest Liquamine into the product. It worked wonders, drastically accelerating plant growth. Crops would be ready to harvest in a fraction of the time, but it led to complications. The foul harvest. Perennial harvest came in to claim the mess to succeed where Valentine failed, but Tempest Liquamine is rebellious. You could think of it as a manifestation of change. It's volatile by its very nature. The more you try to force it to do a specific thing, the more it resists. I can relate to that. My role was to finish the work of my predecessors, Dr. Prescott, who of course we all know was the dead body that was in the dumpster. Harnessing Tempest Liquamine to reliably manipulate an organism's age. Just imagine how many people we could feed. Mr. Kerr was very insistent that we achieve a successful result before today's festival. But you
He
didn't,
sighed.
right? You know how much I love a good puzzle. I poured myself into the problem. It wasn't long until I discovered oddities in Dr. Prescott's notes. Oddities? They contained obvious errors, mistakes that someone of his reputation would never make. So I fixed them, and now I get to replace my entire wardrobe? I really am sorry. These clothes are all hand-me-downs anyway. It's fine. Sounds like Dr. Prescott figured it out, got cold feet, and intentionally sabotaged his own work. I had considered that possibility. I've sent a letter asking him to clarify his thinking, and he's not gonna be responding. Yeah, he's dead. Kerr had him killed. Nunny? I overheard them talking about it on the radio. That's why we gotta get you out of here. Like, now. The vial. I finally solved the chemical equation allowing direct controlling of aging. Mr. Kerr picked it up just before you came. All the more reason we gotta hightail it. We've got Dr. Modewell heading your way now, Luca. Okay. Solomon's gonna try to stop me. Everything's on track. And what is your plan for escape? We'll go over everything when they get here. In the meantime, maybe we can dig up some more info. Oh. Malice 80 proof whiskey. A hard drink for a hard man. Even his alcohol is arrogant.
Inaudibly.
I should just smother you right now. What's that? I said I shouldn't bother you right now. No, right, buddy. What about this?
Each of the cabinets.
This must be the good stuff. They're all locked. Perhaps he's not as careless as you suspected. This game is still going? Yes, sir, Brother Shaw Steve. Yes, sir. It looks like the founder was helping Kerr plan the festival. Why would such a secretive leader be possessed with a party? Only time will tell.
His hand up to the ashtray.
Still warm. He must have been in here recently. But it seems like we're getting near the end because if you look right now, you know, the Chronicle is like these tree branches, right? So we're on this one right now. So obviously, you know, we're getting there. Yeah. You know? We don't have any other pathways to go on right now. It's just this one. Let's see what else this bad boy has on it. Security system, time card logs, payroll. For being so evil, this guy sure is
Solomon once
boring.
again muttered under his breath.
Just you wait. Nunny? A nunny? I'm really sorry you got dragged into this mess, Solomon. You needn't worry about me. I feel bad either way. We're gonna get you out of this, I
With a
promise.
subtle quivering lip, a smile crawled across Solomon's face. They heard the trampling of frantic footsteps from the hallway.
Lock it, lock it, lock it. Locked. That was close. When we left Nellie's office, it was swarming with clipboards. We barely got away. Did they follow you? Rolo. Before we start tossing blame around, was it possible someone ordered a pizza? This guy. We'd love to hear your thoughts. We'd love to hear your thoughts. We'd love to. Definitely not pizza. What now? Don't look at me. I'm officially retiring from the heisting business. Right. We're so sorry for the inconvenience. We just have a few quick questions. Just let me think. Did someone watch the door? Of course. Everyone else huddle up. Oh my god. Freaking hate Solomon, dude. I think this little caper has gone on long enough. Hush now, child. The adults are speaking. Mr. Modewell, a brief reintroduction is in order. We've never met in person, but we have corresponded. You see, it was I who hired you, Solomon, the pathetic orphan child, the powerful and enigmatic founder, Sharper, the fallen progenitor who created this town. Perennial harvest, Valentine, fertilizer, all connected by a single thread. Yours truly.
Her eyes
that's-
searched the floor in thought. Solomon watched eagerly, waiting for the flicker of epiphany. With a sickened look, she peered into his soul.
Now you've got it. Tempest Slickomine, you discovered how to reverse the process.
Laughed with genuine delight.
Very good, very good. Though the discovery wasn't intentional,
Glanced down, examining his youthful form.
and the effects went a little too far for my taste. That's why you needed me to finish his work, Dr. Prescott's work, which you did. Mr. Kerr, the vial,
Presented it
please.
with a theatrical twirl of the hand.
Go. May I present to you the eighth wonder of the...
Finish. Rollo snatched the vial from Kerr's palm.
Wow, this stuff sounds pretty valuable. Be careful, you fool! You have no idea what you have in your hand. Actually, we do. You just did a whole evil villain monologue thinking about it.
Actually tossed the vial to
Ooh. Gosh, maybe I'll have a
Luca. He tickled the
taste.
vial mockingly.
Seize him! Luca! Over here! Go. Move another inch and I smash
Held
it.
it tightly behind her back. Solomon sighed, speaking in crisp, measured syllables.
You have no plan. I'll smash it, I swear. Fine, risk killing us all. Or if you're lucky, nothing happens, but then what? We capture you and grant you much less
Pursed
leniency.
his lips with feigned sincerity.
But I give you my word, if you hand it over now, none of you will be harmed. Right, like I would trust you.
Uncertainty washed over Beck.
Beck, don't you do it. You're a smart girl, Beck, but there's no shame in being outwitted by someone smarter than you. You both know there's only one way this ends.
Shakily. With a dispirited nod, Nellie sighed in defeat. Beck slowly approached Solomon.
No, Beck. That's a good girl. Don't do it, Beck. You can't trust him. I'm sorry, but he's right.
With apprehension, Beck conceded.
Oh my god. Beck.
Pocketed the vial and brushed
Beck,
sharp
what are you doing? You have allowed yourself to be humiliated by a group of children. Report to my office tomorrow for a
The blood
performance
drained
review.
from Kerr's face.
Stuff. Of course, sir. First, you have a speech to make. Trot out there and give me the introduction I deserve. And don't forget to smile. Yes, sir. This guy. All of this thanks to the efforts of Mr. Van Horn. How is this all because of me? I said Mr. Silly child. Dr. Walt Van Horn. Your father was always a thorn in my side. I offered him an opportunity to be a part of something great, but the fool was blinded by righteousness. He even broke into my lab in an attempt to sabotage my
Solomon shook
work.
his head with gratification.
But the universe has a funny way of correcting course. By meddling with a force he didn't understand, he showed me its true potential. As fate would have it, Luca, your father's dying act was to grant me eternal life.
Applause resonated faintly through the walls.
Well, that's my cue. After the festivities and my subsequent ascension, I will return to deal with you all. Until then, I suggest you use this time to reflect on the magnitude of your failure. You three keep post outside the door. Man. So now we're just locked in here. This is bullshit. Beck, why did you do that? I'm sorry. I did what I had to do. No, you didn't. We were so close. Eventually, Solomon will get what's coming to him. Time wounds all heals. Well, not in this story. Time seems like less of an issue for him now. Yeah.
Nellie was staring at the floor, deep in thought.
Sorry, Luca. Give me a minute to calm my mind. I can't believe you sold us out like that. I'm not sure she had any other choice. So what now? I don't really have a plan. Of course you do. You always have a plan, Rolo. We just need some time. It's over, Rolo. We lost. Man. There's something you should know, Luca. After Mr. Kerr locked me in that office, I had nothing but time and curiosity. I poked around a bit, hoping to find a means of escape, but I found something else. A note, hidden in a false drawer. What sort of note? Dr. Prescott must have sensed his time at Perennial Harvest was growing short, so he left behind a letter with the hope it would be found by his successor. It was a confession of sorts. He left it for me, but its contents... Luca, I think they were meant for you. Why? What did it say? It was about an incident with your mother. Dr. Prescott found her in his lab with a stolen keycard. There was an accident. She had been exposed to extreme amounts of Tempest Leucomine.
Color dropped from Luca's face.
Did she survived. Dr. Prescott decided to help her recover. He no longer trusted Harvest, so he kept her whereabouts a secret. And we already know our mother is our grandma, so... Over time, your mother led him to reconsider the purpose of scientific discovery. Science is often at the vanguard of change, but that doesn't mean it's always right. He realized that no one should have control over something as powerful as time itself. I now believe that's why he began to intentionally sabotage his own work, and it cost him his life. That's a reasonable
Luca was
conclusion.
overwhelmed with emotion.
But if she's alive, where has she been? Where is she now?
A sudden explosion sounded from the hull.
Ayo.
Chapter 8. Comeuppance. Ears still ringing, Gran picked herself up off the ground. Through the dust and smoke, she looked over to see Mrs. Fratelli helping Hiram Tolliver to his feet. She'd had to beg, borrow, and steal to acquire those explosives. How many nights had she spent visualizing how she'd use them to make things right? And now, her one shot at destroying the source, that damned hole that swallowed so much of her life, was gone. Traded for this jagged hole in a wall and a foolhardy shot at rescuing Rolo. Fratelli
Yo.
and Tolliver at her side, she stepped through. It was a strange feeling. The last time she'd stalked this maze of hallways, it was in a different body.
So instead of her freezing over the entire town, she's trying to save us this time. So she's not going to use the explosives in this
They quickly
timeline.
rounded a corner to find a group
Hey,
of
hold
hoodlums at the
on.
door. Something worth guarding is probably something worth seeing. She leapt forward, brandishing her cane. If her last chance at vengeance for things lost was truly gone, she would just have to fight to keep what she still had.
Oh, the goat. The goat. Gran, what are you doing here? What are you doing here, Luca? What the? We're here to save Nellie. We're here to save Rolo. Hey, Miss Lucas Gran. That's awfully nice of you. But I'm fine. What did they... Gran, there's no time to explain. We have to go now. Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash.
They made their way out from deep within Perennial Harvest, just as Solomon finished up his speech.
Oh, man. Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
No, we've got to stop
With one
him.
smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
No, I guess that's it. We lost. I wouldn't be so sure about that.
With a mischievous look, Beck elbowed Luca. Remember when I had the vial behind my back?
Wow. I bet change is the right answer, but I want to see the other two. I might have tweaked this wonderful potion with a little junk.
Might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little junk.
Can't wait to see the look on his face when he realizes he drank his own cigar ash. Ew! How did ashes get into the vial? It was pretty easy to mess with the vial when it was behind my back. That's sneaky. It's a bad habit anyway. I always said, bad habits are like 50-yard field goals. Huh? Hard to kick. This guy. You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
Face began to contort and
Uh-oh.
expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Ew. Yo, my man really got Thanos snapped. Wow. It's one way to kick a bad habit. That's
As the last of what was once Sharper Valentine wafted into the air, the crowd began to disperse, still numb from what they had just observed. Sharper Valentine was gone for good. His end would be a new beginning for Beacon Pines, a new chance to let go of the things they had lost and grab hold of a new future. The end. Well, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a bit gratifying.
It really was, man.
If that feels to you like a good
Truly.
note to end on, I won't stand in your way.
Nah. Let's go back. Alright, let's do Malice.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little malice.
Malice, the whiskey from his office? Yep, dude had an unfinished glass on his desk. Figured his grow juice could use a little hair off the dog. You can all call me Sharper
His body
Valentine.
and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Jesus Christ! That's what I call so poof whiskey. Damn, dude.
The crowd gazed in stunned
Wow.
silence at the now empty stage. The quiet was broken when William Kerr sprinted off stage and into the distance. He was never seen around Beacon Pines, or anywhere else for that matter, again. Watching the silhouette of Kerr disappear over the horizon, Luca began to laugh. First, a low chuckle that became uncontrolled, heaving laughter.
So Luca becomes the Joker.
Through his tears, he was vaguely aware that the crowd had begun to laugh with him. The end.
That's another pretty dark ending.
That was unexpected.
Yeah.
Perhaps a bit of an absurd ending for my taste, but who am I to say?
Yeah.
Writing the damn thing.
Okay. Let's do this one more time. This time with a little change.
I might have tweaked his wonderful.
The true.
Chain.
The true ending, so it seems. Like pocket change? Your unlucky penny? Yeah, I plopped it in the vial when no one was looking. What's that going to do? No idea, that's the beauty of science. Now we observe. You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
Face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
He's a baby? Yeah, but he's still Sharper, right? What he was no longer matters. This is an innocent child. I apologize for all the harm my father has caused you.
Awkwardly cradled the squirming child.
That's weird, man.
She looked to her brother, her voice shaking with uncertainty.
Augustus, what do we do what Valentines always do. What must be done. I'll hurry home and prepare a crib for father, young Sharper. That would be a great help, thank you.
Down at the infant with equal parts kindness and terror in her eyes. With a shake of her head, Eris addressed the crowd with a stern scowl.
Okay, everyone, the show is over. You may leave now.
Epilogue. Beacon Pines' coldest summer on record came and went without much fanfare. Folks shared what they had, and none were left wanting. The new school year was ushered in by the falling leaves of autumn.
Yo.
Everything Luca, Rollo, and Beck.
Hey, hold on.
Middle school was bearable. The chill of winter didn't seem to bother people much. They kindled a hope for a better future in their heart when spring arrived.
My bad, in their
Farmers
hearts.
planted their crops with a sense of joy and optimism. And as the dawn of the first day of summer came again, its light slowly spread through the shallow valley. It crept over the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, and came to rest on a young boy sleeping at dawn, his mind at peace, knowing he is here for a reason.
Hey, hold on. Did someone say epilogue? Alright, let's... Wait, hold on. Can I use the walkie-talkie? Rollo, are you up yet? Roger that. It's a beautiful day at Mission Control. You gonna swing by? Be there in a minute. Yo. Okay. Let's go.
Over time, Eleanor began moving Walt's old things out of the closet and into storage.
So that's what was inside the closet. Good to know. The mom put that
Eleanor
there.
had moved back into her bedroom.
So I guess off screen in this timeline, Gran would, say, hey, I'm actually your mom.
Now
Basically.
that she wasn't sneaking out late, she even slept there most nights.
Yo. Hey, hold on. I had a feeling she was gonna be in here. Dang, that faucet is still running? Is someone gonna turn that off? Mom, I'm ready to go now. You go on without me. I'll meet you there. I've got a batch of jam to finish jarring. It's funny. I only started making jam as a way to send messages without anyone noticing. But now, I enjoy it. Yo. And hey, she'll have a secret compartment for when she wants to plot her revenge or something, I don't know. For whatever she wants to do. I hear you and Rollo have big plans for that little treehouse. It started getting crowded after we revoked the max capacity 1 Rollo, 1 Luca rule. So we decided to expand, but at least we've got some help with that. How's the internship at Nellie and Lona shop going? It's been great. I'm hoping it helps me get into the School of Agriculture up at State. Also, Nellie said she'd write a letter of recommendation, which would be huge. I just can't help but worry about leaving Rollo. He's grown up so fast, but he's still my little brother. He had a heck of a growth spurt. I don't just mean growth. Literally, this morning he was up and finished his chores before I even had a breakfast. Some of that might be his excitement about the treehouse renovations. Don't tell him this, cause it'll go to his head, but I'm really proud of that little punk. I'm sure he feels the same way, but he's just too dang proud to tell you. Aww, I know. Okay. Let's keep going. Hey Gus, how's the tree planting going? Couldn't be better. I'm so grateful to Ilona and Nellie for letting me help. I just wasn't built to be a mayor. Too much bureaucracy. We finished cleaning up the sidewalks. What's
Colonial
next?
Harvest collapsed. Most of the clipboards skipped town, but some stuck around and dedicated themselves to making things right.
Okay. Anyone with a knack for art can help paint the new offices. You can count on us. Looks like you really found your calling. I never really felt comfortable with telling people what to do. Now this right here, though? This right here? This is something I can be proud of. Yo! Hey, hold on. How's the napping this morning? The most underrated part of a good nap is the view. And the view is getting greener every day. Nice. I see you decided on a name. We had to clear out all the old stuff before putting on the final touch. Slow and Dirty Harvest is now official. I like it. is actually Nellie's idea. There's still a lot of work to do, and the name serves as a reminder. Just because progress is important doesn't mean change should happen fast. In fact, I've learned that the more you care about something, the more important it is to take things slow. Our motto is, go slow and fix things. Amen to that, this guy. Okay, let's go to the treehouse. Get this, I managed to reel in an actual fish this morning. Seriously? An honest to goodness flip-flopping, swim-swimming fish. I don't think I've ever caught an actual fish here. Been at least 7 years since I've caught one. I'd say it's a good omen. What'd you do with the fish? What you having for dinner, Ryder? I went to Longhorns earlier and I got some chicken tendies and fries and some breads, so I'm gonna have that as leftovers. Yes, sir! Yes, sir! I released it back into the pond. I'm hoping to catch it again tomorrow. Yup. Okay. A little higher. Yup. You just got some anatizers. What is anatizers? Tater tots? Hey, hold on. Yo. Tater tots are fire, bro. They're they're one of the most underrated foods in my opinion. I'm telling you, the angle isn't the issue. We need more power to the radio. Look at there you are. Would you tell him it's not the angle? Hey, I'm not in charge of antenna redesign. Fine. Just don't do anything drastic until we get back. Who, me? Tish, you're in charge while I'm gone. Yup. Tyson bone. Oh, dude, those are fire, man. I love their boneless chicken. It's so good. It'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. If we really want Mission Control to turn into something bigger and better, we have to loosen our grip a bit. You're right. Lead the way. Check in with Beck. Okay. Young Mr. Van Horn. How's little Solomon Sharper doing? He seems to enjoy nature more than I, so we do a lot of strolling these days. Has he, attempted to crawl out of his crib and plot world domination? Yeah, thankfully, no. I spoke at length with Dr. Modewell, and she feels that Sharper's infant mind was not developed enough to retain his previous memories. Gaspanic, we're on the epilogue right now. We're fixing to beat it. Yup! For all intents and purposes, the child is unmolded clay. Let's hope he's a little nicer the second time around. That is the objective, but really, all I can do is try and hope. 2 activities I am endeavoring to find less distasteful. Yo! I know, right, Gaspani? Hold on. I think you're doing a great job, and the whole town is ready to help out however we can. I can't wait to teach him to throw a baseball.
Her best to ignore the tears welling in her eyes.
That would be acceptable. What's today's news that needs knowing? I'll give you tomorrow's headline today. Our old friend Patrick C. Montesquieu, aka William Kerr, just performed a stirring rendition of the Iceman Cometh at the State Correctional Facility. I heard there wasn't a dry eye in the house. I guess he has plenty of time to work on his craft. Right. Hey, Mr. Nuncreed, I'm gonna go see my dad in a bit. Did you want to come with? Even after everything I did, you'd still...
Nuncreed shook his head.
You really are your father's son, aren't you? I don't think I'm ready for that yet. You're always invited. I bet he'd love to hear from you. I'll visit him in my own time. In my own time. You run along now.
With perennial harvest gone,
Right.
transportation tubes were left unused.
Come on. No one is too big, no one is too small. Pause. For Jeff's the wild ride.
Maybe not completely unused.
Wow. Just one piece of candy for the ride of your life. Who's next? Me. Guess what? Yesterday I saw a Dinostates Titius. And that's good? That's great. I haven't spotted one of those in years. At this rate, Beacon Pod is going to become the book capital of the county. Hold on. I have news I think you'll enjoy. This morning I unpacked my last box. You're officially moved in. It's just a box. Let's not blow this out of proportion. That sounds an awful lot like putting down roots. I guess I decided this place is root worthy. You're gonna be stuck with me for the foreseeable future. I do have to warn you, most years aren't gonna be as interesting as this one. I think I'll manage. Ready? Before we go, there's a bit of a surprise. Okay. My mom's prepared this tree especially for you. They didn't have to do that. It wasn't just them. Just about the whole town pitched in. We all owe you. They should do okay in the cold of old Beacon Pines and thrive as things warm up. That's perfect. When you're ready, take Jeff's wild ride to old Beacon Pines. Alright. Let's go. Let's go finish the game. I'll give my full thoughts. Yeah. You got it. Now that's a good looking tree. Being a special occasion and whatnot, this ride's on the house. You're gonna want to hang on tight to that little tree. Right.
I think this is it. The end I've been waiting for. Honestly, I'd begun to lose hope of ever finding it. But then you came along. I don't know exactly how to thank you. It's hard to explain how much this means to me. It's funny, now that our time together is finally ending. I'm at a loss for words. Let's just watch the end together.
Done. A good little tree. Can't wait for her to get back to Sword Go to right, buddy, right. That's a dummy good joke. The best little tree. Thank you, children. This means a lot. Yeah, thanks for everything. Shucks, I only did what any super awesome best buddy would have done. We should probably give you some time alone. You good? Yeah, I am.
Fail Prider 6.
Wait, yo, appreciate the bits. Brother Shasty, appreciate you, Chief. Thank you so much. It's been a wild year. How are you feeling? Everyone keeps asking me that. I'm fine, really. Paul always says the only thing fitter than a fiddle is a cello. I feel like a dang cello. If you ever stop feeling like a cello, I'm here for you. I know, you don't even have to say it. You two make an awesome pair. Excuse me, we're a trio now. Thanks. There's just one thing missing now that you're a part of our group. Missing? Let me tell you a little story about a man named Hank Atomic. I won't be long. We'll be waiting for you back at the phone booth. I found the perfect way to start our summer. Okay. You've got some good friends. I'm so proud of you. Your father would be proud too. Mom, can I ask you a question? Do you ever dream about Dad? Not a night goes by that I don't. Are you ever afraid that you're going to forget him? Forget what he looked like? Forget his voice? No, because so much of him lives on in you. He loved that old tree, but I know he would have loved this one more. Because his two favorite people planted it. I'll give you two a moment. It would have been a crazy ass plot twist about like the very end. It turns out his dad was alive the whole time. Hey Dad, Dr. Modwell says that over the next few years this place should warm up, so you won't have to be cold for much longer. I think I finally understand why you left that night. There were things you believed in. Big things. Those beliefs were the things that made you, you. If you wouldn't have stood up to Sharper, stood up for what you believed in, you wouldn't have been the same person anymore. You had to go, but that didn't mean you loved us any less. I might not visit you as much as I used to. I know you understand. Yo. Hey, hold on. All right. And that's the game. Let me go ahead and turn this jump down because it's a little loud. A 4 out of 10 incoming. Right. But no, man, I really enjoyed this game, bro. It was one of the most shocking games that I've played all year. That was really good. It's really about the story, you know? Like, if you don't like narrative games and stuff like that and like reading and whatnot, this one's not for you. But I loved how they did the whole book story thing and whatnot. That was really cool. And I liked, you know, the narration and whatnot. And the OST was great when it was really dark and messed up, which I never expected it to be. But man, this game is really dark. It even has some cursing, you know, which I didn't expect. I thought it was gonna be like a kid's game, you know, but nah, man, it was. They didn't give a freak, you know, trolling aside this game. It really was, but it was a really comfy game. I can't even lie. But yeah, the story was fantastic. I love the different endings and stuff like that. I love the one where it was like a cliffhanger. We'll be back in Beacon Pines too. You know, that was pretty cool, pretty different and whatnot. And I really like the characters as well, man. Beck and Rolo and Luca was really cool. I think Rolo shines the most in this game, for sure, as well as that Mr. Keller dude and the Gran, or our Gran, quote unquote. You know, they were definitely my favorite characters. And just the story and where it went, man, with it being two different towns that are exactly the same. And, you know, we found out who was causing the ice to freeze over. And I think my favorite, like, messed up alternate ending was like Rolo and Luca basically getting pissed off at each other because, well, Rolo was like, at least my father's still alive and still here, and he went there and they didn't talk at all until the festival. And then when they finally met up and got to the treehouse, then our Gran dropped that torch into the source off screen and the ice froze over, you know, like that's just such a sad ending, man. But it was such a fun game, bro. Really was. Overall, it did have a few pacing issues for sure. Like whenever you're switching through, you know, and going way back from like chapter 9 to chapter 5 in some instances, and having to remember what happened in this specific timeline, I think they could have done that a bit better. But overall, man, I'll give this game. I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I'm gonna give it an 8.5 because the pacing was a little iffy today and whatnot, and that was like my biggest thing. And if you don't like the character designs too, and you think of it as like a furry game, then yeah, you probably won't. I mean, if you can look past it, like I did, then you're in for a great story. But if you're not really interested, then I would skip this one. But I really enjoyed my time with this one. It was a great time, bro. Go to time. If they ever make a sequel, I would love for them to either continue on like this, or honestly, I would love for them to do like another game like this, but kind of like a big book, but like Goosebumps. And so it's like short stories. So like the first chapter is like a whole story in of itself, and then the second chapter is a whole story in of itself. If they did something like that, but like the way they did this game, and that way, you know, you don't have to kind of worry about keeping up with the timeline and what different timelines you're on and stuff like that, that would actually be really cool. You know, I can't even lie. I gave Wind Waker a 9 out of 10. Less than this? Oh, brother. No, I gave it an 8.59, I'm pretty sure. Yuck. It's sick of you, buddy. Sick of you. But yeah, man, we saw all the possible outcomes and endings. I didn't want to miss out on anything. So, yeah, that's all I have really to say about this one. Goated game. I don't expected goated game. That's another game I beated, I deleted, and off the list. Yes, sir.